Okay, folks, Colin Kincaid Outdoors, along with my furry sidekick Mac, who's you can't see, he's right here in my lap. So just wanted to see who's on, who's here, who's what. Colin Kincaid Outdoors. Kill that right there. Mac is here. You can't see him, but he's right here. He's right there. Here's Mac. Yes, I know. You're trying to take care of me. I appreciate it. Just like Mom. Love you both. But I think Mom might need it more because she looks like she's hurting. You think you can help take care of her? Or you just sit right there? It's up to you. Okay. I'm here and no one else is but me. I got somebody else is on here. I don't know who, but someone is. Whoever's there. Hi. Thank you for coming. Hey, Steve, how you doing, brother? Ooh. I just got back from dropping my son off with his mom. Having a bit of a day, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my day is not going so hot. Hope your trip is going well. Hey, Grace. I am having ding dongs. Hey, Don. How you doing? How you doing, Amanda? Two of my favorite Australians are in the building. That is freaking cool. Steve, I don't know if you know Amanda from A&B Outback Out Ventures, but you guys are from the same country, probably billions of miles apart, but there you go. No, there's a reason for it. I need a little stress relief at the moment. Had something happen today that I'm not really proud of. It's all my fault, and I can't do anything about it. Glad to hear it, Don. And thanks for how you doing, Cliff? Okay. To make the short answer is, I lost my wallet today. Nope, I lost my wallet. We were. It could be in one of two places, and I can't check. I've checked one, and I can't guarantee what happened to it there. But the other one I can't check because they're closed. And one is a restaurant we ate breakfast in this morning. And the second is where a restroom I used at a local marina where I was checking out, showing Jenny the place where you and I were planning on doing some fishing. But I went to use the restroom, and I have a problem with my wallet falling out of my shorts when I use the restroom, unfortunately. So hopefully the wallet is at the restaurant where she can probably call tomorrow morning and get it picked up, because they're not open past 3:00 in the afternoon while I'm well at work still. So they open after we go to work. I get to work, and close before I get off work. And I don't want to wait all week without a driver's license. All my cards are in there, my driver's license, my money, the whole 9 yards. So what I'm doing. That's what's going on with me right now. So this one needed to figured I'd talk to some people. I've already apologized to my wife about a billion times for my attitude because I'm telling her it's not her fault. It's mine because I'm mad at me. I hope so too. I've already put in a call for the local police department, see if anybody's turned it in from the marina. I don't know. It's a little disconcerting, especially when I got all this stuff I got to take care of this week. I still got to pick up the supplies for this, the get together this weekend, next weekend, and hopefully having, my driver's license back would be a big bonus because I don't drive when I don't have it. Please forgive me. Wife got me chocolate. She said it would help. You think it'll help, hon?
Yep.
Okay, she says it'll help. I hope everything. Yeah, sorry. Milk mustache. Not that I need any extra help with any white in the beard and everything. But I figured if I talk to you guys about something that's coming up, I can put my mind off of what's going on right now until I figure something out. Because I don't really want to replace everything in my wallet. Not quite. Well, be safe if it rains there, Cliff. No flash. I've heard about a bunch of flash flooding going on. Well, it's not that it wasn't being organized. It's that the shorts my hiking shorts that I wear, that I got for this year, are a little wider than I'm used to, and they have tendency to fall out. It's happened to me a couple of times, but I've caught it. But I went to the bathroom at the marina, and I didn't think to look down to see if I lost anything. So I'm hoping it wasn't there. My wife says, "Oh, I might have left it at the restaurant," which I don't remember doing because I thought I put it back in my pocket and everything else. They said I left it on the table. Maybe. I still leaning towards the marina, hun.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Well, maybe. But I had a bunch of cash in there and all this other stuff, so I don't have the time to stop and go to the DMV to get a new license and all this other stuff, and just it's see, it's got my insurance cards in there. It's got my military IDs in there, a few other things, my VA cards in there, my COVID shot vaccine card is in there. Cliff said if it flash floods, he'll flash back. I don't have credit cards, Cliff. I don't believe in them because I have had issues in the past. So I just go with a ATM card. The only debit card I have is my PayPal and my Cash App, and both of them have nothing on them. I haven't really checked. I mean, I've checked my PayPal and everything else, but they haven't really found anything yet. There's no one's tried to use them or anything like that. Yeah, I don't have anything on there right now. So They couldn't get anything off my cards if they wanted to. But right now, I'm hoping maybe one of you or a couple of you might want to come up and just hang out and talk for a little bit. Did we start the laundry at all?
I didn't.
Could you?
Yeah. Do you have your stuff in there?
Yeah, my stuff's in there, except for what I'm wearing right here. But I'm going to talk about this, the get together next Saturday. It's going to be a really good day, I think. I talked to Royal Amethyst Acres yesterday, at Free Comic Book Day, and they're hoping to be able to make it. I don't know why there's not 6. I know I'm watching, but I think I set it up on my phone. Let me see if I'm up on my phone or not. I don't think I. No, I don't think I did. Nope. Yep, I have no idea. How you doing, Heath? How's it going, brother? My day is a little hectic right now. And what really sucks is that I did not realize I'd lost my wallet until about 3 hours ago. And I may have lost it this morning. Yes, Amanda, I have checked everywhere. I checked my usual places. The bathroom, where it's fell out of my pants pocket, my shorts pocket before. I've checked my chair, where I'd been most of the day. Once I got home, we checked the car. We checked everywhere else. Nothing. And the only 2 places that we haven't been able. I checked the location of the marina where we went and looked at the water and checked out everything. Is where I went to use the restroom there, and I have a feeling that's where it was lost and somebody picked it up. I checked the immediate trash cans in case somebody trashed my wallet, but there was nothing in the trash cans. So somebody must have picked it up. And then I did call the police department, and hopefully if someone will turn it in, they'll let me know. Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? And right now, I'm stressing. So nothing I can do about it, because I really don't want to go through all the process of trying to replace everything. Which is really weird. My wallet is one of those scan prevention wallets. My wife decided I needed one of those. And so I put my stuff in there, and that's, yeah. Instead of losing the cards, no, I lost the wallet. And I don't feel comfortable driving without my wallet physically on me. And I've got one more ding dong to finish eating. Please forgive me. So, no, chocolate generally doesn't help me. Not like some people. It's sweet, but I generally don't go for sweets, out of my way for sweets. Jenny does. She loves pie. She loves sweet stuff. But what do I usually say, hon?
Not much of the sweets.
Besides that, I'm not hungry. You go ahead. But she was being nice, and I love her for that. The only consolation is that I've transferred part of my money over to her card on Friday. So there's that. I only had about $50 left, but still, it still sucks. I'm not so worried about the money as more as the stuff. Yeah, the place that. Okay, what's the hours tomorrow, hon, on that place?
7 to 3.
7 to 3.
I'll have time for it.
Yeah, Jenny doesn't have to be at work until 9. So she's going to drop me off at work, wait for them to open, call them, and see if it's down there. And if it is, she'll go pick it up and bring it to my work and put it in my backpack. But if it isn't, then the process starts. And hoping somebody somewhere has my wallet that they will be honest enough to turn it in. Because I know I would. So, enough about that little dilemma. Any guys ideas what we can do for fun besides shoot? Ian had an idea about a minor novelty shoot we can do this next weekend. That might be fun. He was suggesting balloons on the targets. Exactly, Grace. Exactly. And I don't have my Social Security card was in the wallet, which was going to be a nightmare to replace if I'm trying to get that. Then we got my VA card, my military ID, and about a half a dozen other things that I can't replace. Including my vaccination card, which I don't want to have to go through that again. And my insurance cards. Oh man. But so, anybody want to talk about archery? Help me take my mind off things. Anybody? Anything? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I just checked on something, hon.
What?
They require my birth certificate in order to replace my driver's license. Really? A valid U.S. passport or a citizenship immigration service refugee document. I don't have any of those things. Remember, I lost when we lost the storage unit. I lost my birth certificate.
You can get a copy of it.
Yeah, I have to have proof it's me.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, way back in the day, when I met Jenny, actually, after Ian's real mom went bye bye, we had put everything into a storage unit. And we lost the storage unit because of one day. The guy wouldn't wait one day for me to pay on the thing. So I lost my birth certificate. And getting a. Yes? What is it?
You know, if you're stressing.
I know he knows I'm stressing. Oh, I'm trying to breathe. It's just I'm trying not to, take it out on Jenny and Ian because it's my stupidity. It's not them I'm mad at. I know it's my fault, my stupidity. So, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure something out here. Scott County. Okay. Oh man, that's from. Oh, that's gonna suck. Did you know it's gonna cost me $50 to replace my birth certificate? Okay, sorry guys. Didn't mean to be so quiet. I'm just trying to figure things out. Okay. Right back, Steve. Oh man, I just sorry. If anybody's interested in coming up, please feel free. Um, well, at least distract me a little bit. I just want to see what everybody's up to. I just found out it's going to cost me $50 to replace my birth certificate, which would allow me to replace my driver's license, which would allow me to get replacements for pretty much everything else. And I won't have any money until tomorrow. Yay! I got to replace my birth certificate anyway, but still. Pin on the Deli Donkey. I've done several different archery things like that. I've played poker. I've played tic-tac-toe. I've played Battleship. I've done shoot the apple off of the head type situation with, apples off the top of targets. Used oranges, softballs, golf balls, and the like. So the vaccination records are going to be the toughest ones to replace. Yeah, well, at least oh man, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. by appointment only. Dang. Okay. Anything good with you guys going on? Let me know. Give me some good news. Please. Please. You have any suggestions, love?
What?
To keep me from stressing. Chocolate doesn't work for me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault, love. You don't have to apologize. It's just, I don't know what to do.
You could show him my picture of that or your mommy.
Well, if you want to show it to him,
Up there.
well, go get it.
No.
Please? No! I really don't want to get up, to be honest.
Oh, neither do I. Sorry. I'm being used as a kick out.
Oh, wah. Like he weighs 10 tons.
He does. He's very good.
I have one vacation day, 2 floating holidays left. I just used one of my sick days last Monday. Hey, Evan. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I can't even use my PayPal card to pay for my replacement birth certificate. because I don't have my numbers.
Right. You could use the one that I have that has the money still on it.
But not $50.
There's $50 on it.
But we need it.
Well, let's wait and see what these. If it's at the restaurant, we won't have to worry about it. If you need it, we can do it.
Well, I need my birth certificate no matter what, but I can take a day off, Grace, just to answer your question. I've got 3 days I can take, but I got to be able to have time to take them. I can't take them on Mondays. Tomorrow is definitely not an option, due to the fact is that the person I'm covering for someone who's off on vacation already. Oh, no. I don't drive. I do the lifting for the person who's driving, Grace. I just don't want to. I'm not going to be driving our vehicle without my license on me. Well, that's perfectly fine, Evan. You're here. That's all that matters. I'm checking something out. See me if I have any good news here. I'm checking my monetization status here, how close I am. $673 hours left. No, Grace, I won't. Hey, Blake. She will.
What?
I'm not driving without my license.
Yeah, I'll be driving.
I refuse to drive without my license. Literally, when we found out that I didn't have my wallet, she took over and drove. She's not going to be happy about it because she likes to sleep in the mornings, but there's nothing I will do. I will not drive without my license. I know, Amanda, but I'm trying. By the way, Blake, I love the pictures about your wife posted about you. So it's going to cost me $60 in total to replace everything, depending on how long it takes that to show up. And if it's a hard copy, then it's going to take a while.
Can they fax it?
Probably not, because it's a replacement birth certificate. Well, just saying not. Give me a second here, Blake. I'll show people. It was on Facebook. Here, I'll show you. For those people who haven't seen it yet. Those pictures right there. That's what I'm talking about. That one. Too late now. Hey, you said what pictures? I had to show. It does show that she loves you, so that's cool. I know she loves me too, but I drive her nuts. Not intentionally, mind you. Let's see if I can get somebody up here. Yeah, I'm having a day today, Blake. I lost my wallet with all my stuff, my driver's license, everything. So please forgive me if I seem a bit down, because it's a little undaunting thinking about what I would have to do to replace everything nowadays. Especially since my license didn't need to be replaced for another year. So I'm trying to distract myself. Anything about archery you guys want to know, talk about, be greatly appreciated. Okay, I'm going to change this out. Let's do this. There we go. I like that one. Hey, Big Matt, how you doing, brother? Oh, let's see here. Oh, damn, it's a bit down. It sucks. I've been better, Matt. Lost my wallet today. I did it. No one else. And it makes me feel like an idiot. So I'm hopefully someone will turn it in and I can get my wallet back. But I won't know until hopefully tomorrow my wife finds out that someone has it at the restaurant we ate at or something to that effect. Or if someone found it at the lake and they turned it into the police station, which I'm hoping they did. Because I was using the public restroom there at the lake, and I don't know who else they would turn it into. Right now, I'm just trying not to stress, trying to see if I can get somebody to come up here and hang out with me up here. Not much else, to be honest. Doing some planning for my get together this weekend, which I will see if I'm putting that up here. Where am I going to put that? Yeah, let's do that. I got the. Let's see if I got an idea. Let's do that. Events, my events. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do that. Do that. Place this down in here and see if I'm not sure if you guys can do this because I'm on Facebook, and if that doesn't work, I can always do this and share it. See if that works too. I don't know if I can't really close the event side, but that's pretty much it. I hope I can find it too, Evan. That's the thing I got for the get together this Saturday. And hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll have a cool, decent amount of people showing up. I've got some other friends who might be trying to bring and some stuff, and it is a potluck. And all this other fun stuff. This will be pretty cool. I talked to Royal Amethyst Homestead, Mandy, yesterday. Hopefully, she can make it. They're having issues with the wheel bearing in their truck, so everything willing, they'll be able to make it. Jenny actually got something from there, and I'll show you guys. And let me just stop that real quick. Up here on the thing is a picture of Wonder Woman that Mandy's husband did, that Jenny picked up for herself. All right. I didn't know I was down. Let me see. All right. That's cool. Right now, I'm holding steady at 1,000. And I need just over 600 something, 673 more hours than I hopefully be monetized. So I'll have to wait for that. Did that just move or switch? Like, did it go?
Yeah, because the laundry's gone.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Cliff. I really appreciate it. I didn't realize I had dropped back down. I've been playing a yo-yo with the followers. Followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call it. I call it knock sets. So it's pretty cool. Let's see here. I don't have anybody on. Okay, just a couple more people just subscribing, and yep, there we go. Wow. Okay. Hey, Reef Robber, how you doing? Let's see here. Do we have any spare cards that we could use that we're not using for anything? I was thinking about playing archery poker on Saturday.
I don't know if we do or not.
Okay. Maybe I put the word up so see if somebody's got a spare set of cards.
Pick some up.
Well, if I don't have to, I mean, remember, people are supposed to be bringing something anyway. Been better, Reef. Been better. Lost my wallet today, unfortunately. Hopefully, it'll get turned in one way or the other before I have to replace it. I understand, Evan. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. Well, it does, but it was in one of two places I lost it, and Jenny and Ian are hoping it was at the restaurant this morning. I have a feeling it was out at the lake not too long after that, because I had went to use the restroom and it may have been dropped out of my pocket. So as I went back there and it wasn't there, so the only place it could, that means somebody must have picked it up. one way or the other, it got picked up. I just don't know where it is at this particular point in time. I'm hoping whoever did pick it up is honest enough to turn it in. I've already called the police and see if anybody's turned it in, and they left my number. So if someone does turn it in, they'll give me a call and let me know that it is available. But right now, I'm trying not to think about it. So I'm going to talk about the get-together that we are doing this Saturday at the park near Elk Ridge Park near Red Rock, Lake Red Rock here in Iowa, starting at 9 a.m. We're going to be doing some hot dogs, brats, hamburgers, little potluck, see who else brings what. It's going to be fun, hopefully. I was hoping to be able to buy a new archery glove because mine is kind of wore out, but it's going to have to work at least one more time. I was going to put some oil on it, but my boy decided to use all my oil on a lawnmower. I really need to get him his own tools. Love, it is 9:16, just to let you know, before you fall asleep. I know that. Remember, you're driving tomorrow. I have to stay up long enough for the laundry. I'm sorry that I won't drive, love, but you understand why.
I know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't have to replace everything. That's my biggest worry right now. And if I don't, then everything's going to be copacetic, and then I don't have to worry about it. 3-in-1 oil, Evan. 3-in-1 oil. So I don't have any glove oil like they use in baseball mitts, because I was going to put some on this. I was going to try a little bit of 3-in-1 oil, see if that would work. But I use the 3-in-1 oil for my knives and stuff. But Ian's been doing a ton of sharpening lately on his knife sharpening kits that he's been getting. He sharpened almost everything in the house, including some things that didn't need sharpening, but he sharpened them anyway. Right, love? Is that all you can say?
I'm reading. I'm not even paying attention yet.
How you doing, South Florida? How you doing, sir? I'm doing as good as be expected. Trying not to stress a bit about a situation that happened to me today, but realizing that there's nothing I can physically do about it doesn't help, unfortunately. But I'm trying to talk about things I can deal with. Let's see, what can I see? I got. I need to have a more dedicated number on who's all showing up, because I need to know how many bows to have. Glad to hear it, South. I'm glad you're doing great. Me, I'm just doing my best. Okay. Sorry, milk mustache. See if we see. Jamie brings his girls. That's 3 bows. He's got his own though. Then we got Kyler and his friend. That's 2. They got their own bows. Ian's got his 4 bows. I've got my 4 bows. And my friend might be showing up. He is got Fred Steve and my other friend Jim and a few others. And hopefully, hey Northern Girl, how you doing? If Mandy and her husband show up, then that's two bows I need there. So I'll just bring everything I got. I'm sorry, love. The truck might be a little overloaded on Saturday.
When is it not when you do something like this?
But it's for good reason. Right?
Yes.
Okay. But remember, I am strapping some stuff to the roof. You know, the couple extra tables. Do we have any extra tablecloths we can use or anything like that?
Got a blue one.
Just the one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. We have a big stack of ash wood up against our garage at the moment from the ash tree they cut down last month. One really nice 8-foot long piece that I was thinking if I could find someone to help me split it properly, we can probably make some bows out of it. Don't know. I don't have the proper tools. I don't have no idea where my draw knife is. So, anybody interested in traditional archery in general, or something to distract me? Please. I know it's asking a lot.
Dad jokes.
Bad dad jokes? Really?
No, just dad jokes.
Okay.
Somebody post a dad joke. That'll get you out of it.
14 cords per winter. Hopefully it's not like a 20 cord winter this year. That's cool. Let's see. It depends on, I teach traditional archery, which means no compounds, but I can give you tips and tricks that I do know that transfer over. I'm not sure how many logs are in a cord. I don't know what that means. I mean, I've heard the term before. I don't know what it is. Let me stop this banner thing for now and just. Well, bows are, depending on your budget, bows can be really inexpensive, Northern Girl. My personal preference for starters, people starting out, is the same kind that JV picked up, is the Semic Sage. It's going for about $120 to $130. You get it left and right-handed from 30 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds. It's a takedown model, and the fact is it'll fit in most backpacks. It's a very budget-friendly bow for the price point. I have no idea. Okay, folks. I got to look it up. Now I'm curious. You're most welcome. If you need help, I'll get you the link to it. Hey, Victoria, how you doing? Let me see here. Give me a second. Okay, check this out, Northern Girl. There's a good starter bow for you. Let's see here. Now I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to look at. Oh, wow. I probably got maybe a third of a cord here at my place. You're most welcome, Northern Girl. Hopefully it helps. If you wanted to, if you really wanted to, I could switch it over to an American or sorry, Canadian eBay. Make it a little bit easier. Let me see here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do that one. Oh man, come on, they get it a bit better than that. Oh, come on. Well, I guess it's going to have to do. Come on, not left-handed. Yeah, I guess you may have to order it from. I'm not sure if you can order it from American eBay or not, but if you can, go for it. Oh, I once. I'm not sure what the coldest everybody's been through, but I remember once when I went through Evanston, Wyoming, when I first got out of the Air Force. I was driving from the West Coast back here to Iowa in the spring. Well, it was actually right before spring, and got to a negative with wind chill 173 below. Yeah, about 45 pounds is a good minimum weight for game. Depending for larger game, I personally shoot a 55 for basic bow hunting for bigger game. Hey Tamara, how you doing? Uh, Trying to keep good thoughts right now, Tamara. I lost my wallet earlier today, and I don't know where it's at. It's not in the house. I do know that. I didn't mean to rhyme. That sucked. Well, 25, I think figured 40 would be probably a good one if you can handle it. Was going to suggest 35. But what you can do is switch out the limbs if you want to spend the extra cash, and you can swap out the limbs to any draw weight you want. Give me a second here. Let me go back to where I was at here. Let me see what I can find here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find them at the 35-pound range. And if you're left-handed, it's great. That's not even a Samick Sage. That's just someone ripping off the name. Actually, that's not bad. But if you guys want to check this out, check this out. Ooh, that's way too big. I can't do that one. That won't work. Amazon, try somewhere else. Try Amazon. Wow. That's weird. Okay. Okay, Cliff. See you soon. Well, like I was saying earlier, South Florida, the coldest I've been to when I was driving through Evanston, Wyoming, in a '83 Dodge Colt hatchback 5-speed was a negative 173 to 78 degrees below zero with wind chill. But the cool thing is, my car started after being frozen. I thought it was amazing. You going to bed, hun?
Mm-hmm.
I will be in to tuck you in a second. What?
I gotta brush my teeth.
Okay. Oh yeah. When I was in my Dodge Colt, I mean, the heater wasn't working because it was just too cold, and I had my winter boots on, and it still was too cold. And here it comes. How you doing, brother?
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Oh, it's been better.
Yeah, no, that's a real bugger when that happens with your wallet. It's
Oh yeah.
not a nice feeling at all.
Well, the thing is, I didn't notice it was gone for like a good couple hours because I had needed it,
Yeah,
and we were getting ready to go through McDonald's. I reached back for my wallet to pay for it, and it's not there.
yep.
So I thought I might have left it at home, and I checked there, nothing. Then I checked all the other places I was at.
Yep.
Nothing. One place was closed, so I can't check it because it's already after they closed up shop for the day, and so I'm hoping that it's at the restaurant. That's my biggest hope.
Yeah. Oh, let's.
And if it's not, then I'm
someone-
going to be worried.
Oh, it'd be nice for someone to do the right thing. You know, it's obvious if you've left it somewhere, fair chance someone found it. It's not hard to do the right thing, mate.
Well, apparently some people think otherwise.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, some people are scumbags, aren't
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm one of the people who say if I find a wallet, I turn it in.
they? Yeah. Oh, I'm the same. Yeah, absolutely.
And with
So,
the same amount of money that was in it when we started. So,
Well, I'm glad you haven't got any credit cards in there anyway. That's the biggest issue of all.
well,
but
I got my
it's a
PayPal
pain having
card,
to
but that's
replace
about
everything
it.
else. Yeah.
And my PayPal card's got no money on it right now anyway.
Yeah.
I just got done paying bills.
Anyway, being a ex-serviceman, I thought you might be interested in where I am at the moment. So I'm down in a town called Ballarat, which is where I was coming home from the last time I jumped on.
Right?
So when my state was first colonised, the first landing point was Melbourne, which is our capital city.
Right.
And then the next two major sort of towns that turned into cities was Bendigo and Ballarat. So I live in Bendigo and this is Ballarat. Now, our claim to fame is that we were built on gold money. So the two biggest gold rushes in Victoria and probably in Australia both took part in Ballarat and Bendigo. So Ballarat and Bendigo have a friendly competition bordering on psychotic hatred of each other occasionally.
Right.
So, yeah,
Okay.
but I love Ballarat. I love sticking it to them, but it's a beautiful city. It's an old town like ours, but here in Australia we had a real surge in our national belief after the First World War because that was the first conflict where we sort of went as a country rather than as a British colony. And where I am here in Ballarat is called Victory Avenue, and I'm just going to show you a few of the things that have been set up here as a memorial to the returned vets, which is something that's pretty special to my heart as well. I'll just swap the camera. You don't want to see my ugly mug all the time. Go backwards. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty slick. I like it.
Yeah. So this is the Victory Arch that was built after the First World War. You can kind of get a sense of the size of it.
Well, yeah. The cement truck give it away.
Yeah. It's kind of, in the same vein as the Arc de Triomphe in France.
That's what I was thinking.
And, yeah. It's probably it's the most impressive memorial in my state anyway. And it's since been added to in the area. It's had other plaques added onto it to commemorate the fallen in many theatres of operation. So it goes into World War II.
Do you have any relatives that were in those conflicts by any chance, or no?
My great-grandfather was an ANZAC, which is the Australian New Zealand Army Corps, which was the combined military force between Australia and New Zealand in the First World War. And he actually fought at Gallipoli, which was in Turkey.
I'm familiar. I've seen the movie.
Yeah. So he was in the 22nd Battalion with his brother, and he was shot down by a machine gun repatriated back to Australia eventually, and was a very sick man for the rest of his life. But had to build a house and had a swag of kids, thank goodness. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Obviously.
Yeah. So that archway is it's all part of one of the major roads here. And I'll point down the road. I'm sorry for the traffic noise. You can see this row of trees, and it just goes on and on and on. And each tree is dedicated to a son, most likely, or daughter of Ballarat, who served and paid the ultimate price. So, now that's interesting. See, he's in the 8th Battalion. So I had a great uncle in the 8th Battalion as well. So.
Okay, there you go. Do you think your uncle might be listed on there somewhere?
No, he was he signed up in another part. So these guys are mainly the Ballarat locals.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have any family here, but that row of trees probably goes on for about 2 or 3 miles down the road.
Oh, wow. And they're like how far apart? 10 yards? 20 yards?
15 feet, 20 feet.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a lot of...
So Australia actually had a very high mortality rate in the First World War, and it's because we're all mad bastards that don't think about the consequences when we do something.
Well, they're also trying to prove themselves as a country, saying that we're just as brave as everybody else.
Oh, exactly right. There was definitely that factor. And I mean, one of my favourite quotes is from Erwin Rommel. And even though he's a Nazi, he was an amazing general and amazing military leader. But he was quoted as saying that if he ever had to take hell, he'd take it with the Australians and he'd hold it with the New Zealanders. So this is another memorial, and you can see the red poppies, which are a symbol of sort of Commonwealth forces as well. July 1916, we lost 72 just from Ballarat. So a lot of these guys fought at pretty horrendous places like Fromell, Bullcourt, Passchendaele, the Somme, Ypres, some pretty nasty conflicts. And you can see up the top there, it says "Lest we forget," which comes from the ode of remembrance that we say twice a year on Anzac Day and Remembrance Day. I think you guys call it Veterans Day, November the 11th. And it comes from a poem, and the last thing that we say there is "Lest we forget." And it's pretty important to me because I usually answer that with and shame on us if we ever do. But there's I'm
familiar with the phrase.
Yeah. It's a beautiful area, this, from the point of view of being a really poignant reminder of just how stupid humanity can be with war.
Right.
But it's also a beautiful memorial for those men and women that either offered to lay down their life for our safety or actually did. So
I'll be right back, Steve. I got to go check my wife in real quick.
Okay.
But feel free. Continue on.
I'll keep going. So little pool of water here. I think it's basically an eternal pool. It keeps running water, just as a symbology of the fact that we'll always remember. And this one's fairly marked for me as well. The mothers and daughters and sisters and that were left behind at home and saw their husbands or sons or brothers go off to war, and at the end of it, all they had was memorials and photos and the memorabilia that was sent back to them. I've got a number of relatives that didn't make it back. I've got a great uncle buried in a war cemetery in Belgium. And I've always had a real interest with military history, and it's not from the point of view of glorifying war, because I hate it, but it brings out the worst and it brings out the best in people. And it's not up to us to judge why they went. It's simply up to us to say thank you for doing so, because at the end of the day, they were protecting our country and protecting us. So, but as I've said in a few times recently, it would be a much better world if we got to a point where we didn't have to send our uncles, brothers, and everything, and sisters off to fight over ridiculous things that we seem to be always fighting about. Yeah, just some other information, though. It's really well presented here, and gives you some history on the formation of the avenue. And I would imagine that Australian towns are very much like American towns. We have some form of war memorial in just about every small town. As I drove down here for about an hour and a half, I would have driven past probably a good dozen or so war memorials where each town paid homage to their local boys and girls that went off to serve.
Oh, thank you, Steve. I really appreciate it. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, this one gets me every time. It's just, I know bigger isn't better, but just the sheer workmanship that went into that, and the effort that's gone into the avenue, the Avenue of Honour, and then just the respect that's paid here. These places become very important on Anzac Day and Remembrance Day when we gather and remember them and say thank you. So I usually spend Anzac Day sitting over on my great granddad's grave. I have a beer with him and have a little bit of a chat and see how he's going.
Well, next time you do that, have a beer for me. I don't drink, so.
All right, cool. I'll drink yours and I'll drink granddad's too.
Okay, you're more than welcome. I always like having a designated drinker anyway.
Oh, for sure.
No, that's actually pretty cool. I mean, I've seen a lot of war memorials and veterans memorials and stuff like that growing up. My parents were both involved in the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the VFW here in the States, which, an organization, deals with veterans throughout who were overseas and stuff like that. And my mom was part of the head of the Ladies Auxiliary for the state of Iowa when I was growing up. So it's like, it was a real good reason why I went to the military like I did.
Yeah. Oh, look, and for everyone that serves, you serve out of a sense of civic duty, among other reasons, and people should be thankful and grateful for that. And your society is just the same as ours. I don't think we work hard enough to look after them when they come back.
They still make that issue, have that issue.
Yeah. Just going to show you one other little thing here. I'll just swap the camera again.
Hey, Laurie, how you doing?
This is something that is very... I have mixed emotions about this one. This is our national flag. So it's got the British Union Jack. It's got the Federation Star underneath that, which represents the states, and it's got the Southern Cross. Yeah. Which is very much a symbol of Australia. And I've got ancestors that fought and died under that flag, and it's been our flag for a long time. But and people say they fight for the flag. Well, no, they don't. The flag is just a symbology that represents the country. The people and the heart of the people is what makes the country. So I'm one of the people here that would love to see the flag changed. I don't think it
You mean updated?
I don't think it properly reflects our society now, and that. And I know it's a controversial topic, but we're not a British colony anymore. I know we can't change that, but we should have a flag of our own that represents our people, the Australian people, the First Nations, all of the different cultures that have now made up this wonderful country. So that's something that I'd like to see changed. But
hey, Cecilia,
that's just my opinion.
Actually, if you're going by that count with what you just said, I mean, I would say the Southern Cross should be predominant in that case.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've seen a recent design, and it actually had a sort of a triangle over on the left-hand side, and it was done in the First Nations Aboriginal colours, and then it incorporated the Federation Star and then the Southern Cross, and it was really cool. It was a really nice flag. I thought it was fantastic. So,
South
but,
Florida
yeah,
has a question for you, Steve.
Yep.
Are you 7 hours ahead of us, or him at least? Because he's in Florida. He's an
Okay,
hour
so
ahead.
it's 10-1 in the afternoon here on Monday. So I think on Eastern time, I think you guys add 2 hours and then flip the AM to PM. So it's about?
It's 9:51 p.m. where I'm at.
Okay. You're Central time, isn't it?
Well, you're 12 hours ahead of me then.
Yeah. So we're no. What'd you say it was? 9:51.
About 10 to 10.
Yeah, well, it's 10-1 here, so we're 15 hours ahead of you.
15. Okay.
Yeah, and
so
14
South
hours
Florida's
ahead of
days would be
me.
14. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm
wonder
getting
what it
pretty
would
good
be
big time zone.
I was wondering if Johnny or Hawaii showed up, they would be a lot different because they're closer to you.
Yeah. He's oh geez, Hawaii. We can really spit on that. That's just nearby.
Right. Like northeast of you.
Yes, off the east coast. Yeah. Oh, look, it's halfway between us and you, so it's still a fair distance, but yeah.
But they're their own time zone, so they're on their own.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we have 3 time zones here, so Eastern, Central, and Western.
I just saw a video from TikTok, of all places, that this British guy didn't realize how big the United States actually was.
Yeah.
When someone told him it takes 7 hours to get across the state of Texas. That's just Texas.
Well, my state of Victoria, down in the bottom eastern corner, I think if you get a map of the United Kingdom, it basically fits on top of our state, and we're actually the smallest state for the mainland states anyway. So if just for a size comparison, if you take a scale map of Australia and drop it on top of America, it actually fits pretty well. It's
comparable.
It's almost comparable, yeah.
With the exception of one state, though.
Yeah, well, Alaska.
Alaska could fit the entire United States in Alaska.
Yeah. And we've only got that broken up into 6 pieces. Five states and a territory.
Oh yeah, Alaska is just Alaska. There is no territories. It's all the same territory.
Yeah. We kind of have the same opinion of Western Australia. That's on the other side of Australia. It's it's the biggest state. It's probably a third of Australia, so basically a third of the size of America. And it's just filled with a whole heap of sand and goannas and emus and kangaroos and Western Australians, which we don't really like that very much. So, I can joke about that because I got some good friends over there. I love them to death, but I love stirring them up.
Oh, that's your favorite pastime, stirring people up.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we call them sand gropers because it's all deserty and sandy over there. So
I'll see if I remember. Cliff is from a sandy area too, being in New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico. Yeah. Cliff would fit in well in Western Australia. Yeah,
except for the accent will be a little different, but other than that, they're pretty similar.
We'd ockerize him pretty soon.
And he'd get a garden growing really, really well, despite the climate.
Yeah, well, the biggest issue of the gardens over here, of course, is water. Depending where you are. But here I am in Ballarat. I've been rained on a couple of times since I've been out here. So
I saw that.
Yeah, we have a saying down in Melbourne: if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll probably change.
That's here, same saying here in Iowa.
Yeah, but here in Ballarat, we say if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll still be shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure who
So-
sent you gifts, Cecilia, but I'm going to say you're welcome because Cecilia is saying thank you for all the gifts that were sent. I don't know who sent it from, but said, well, thank you guys, whoever did it for. Oh, man. We have actually a big, I'm having a gathering together next Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to do some archery. I'm going to try to do a live during that so you can see everything. I'm going to use my phone to do that. So, because I can't use my GoPro, it won't live stream, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have the wrong brand of one to do that because mine's a Hero 7 silver.
Yep.
Only the black does the live streaming capabilities, but we'll worry about it. Oh, okay.
Well, you were looking for ideas there. I thought you could get someone like Cliff or someone like that to grab hold of a target and run with it, and you could do some moving target practice.
No.
What could go wrong, mate?
Oh, what couldn't go wrong?
No, nothing would go wrong. And if it does, it's only Cliff anyway. So
No. Cliff is my brother. Don't want to mess him up. Anyway, he's a better gardener than I am, so I don't want to, need his skill set.
look, if he can't dodge an arrow, that's his problem. All right, I reckon it'll be a fun activity.
He's not fast enough, anyway. No. Actually, I was thinking about my boy thought up about balloons. Blowing up some balloons to the targets and just having some fun that way. I was thinking about maybe putting some cards up, playing some poker. Nothing wrong with that.
Could you set up some sort of a target on a rope and have it swinging like a pendulum and try and take it out as it moves?
Don't have anything for that. Not in that location, unfortunately, because it's a Army Corps of Engineers setup, and I can't modify anything. It's not. I don't have permission to do that. Yeah. So it's good. We have some ideas. I mean, we're going to do some regular shooting and just basically showing off, having fun. Flinging arrows is always fun.
Well, like I've got a few hobbies and that myself, and interact with different people, and sometimes it's not what you're doing in the activity. It's the fact that you're there with people, doing what you love and spinning some shit and just having a good time.
What I'd love to try to do, if I could figure out a way to do it, is do my live stream, share it with somebody, like yourself, shooting where you're shooting, and you're sharing with somebody else who's shooting where they're shooting, and get all of us shooting at the same time, no matter where we're at.
Yep.
And I think that would be a cool chain of people, just all shooting bows and hanging out and having fun.
Mate, I'm just going to swap this camera again. I've just seen something behind me. I didn't notice it before.
Are you being followed by kangaroos again?
Before I get back into the car and drive back to my town.
A new tree.
So this is a pine tree, and you can see it's lone pine, Pinus jalapenus. So one of the battles at Gallipoli that the Australian soldiers took part in was trying to take the Turkish entrenchments at Lone Pine. And it was called Lone Pine because the pine forest had been cut down by the Turks, and they'd used it to line their trenches and also put a roof over their trench. So it was sort of bomb-proof. And we lost hundreds and hundreds of Australian soldiers who basically charged across no man's land into machine gun fire. And we took their trenches. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to make a difference to the battle. It actually happened in early August, so we've just had the memorial day for it. And 2 days later, we initiated another attack at a place called the Neck. And the purpose of the attack on the Neck was to draw the Turkish reinforcements down on us so that the British could land another force of soldiers further around the coast in safety. And that was basically initiated by what we call the Australian Light Horse, who were mounted infantry. But a number of these pine trees or pine cones were brought back by the Australian diggers. And so this pine tree here is actually a descendant from one of those pine trees in Turkey. And
That's cool.
there's a few of them around the place. There's a couple up in Bendigo as well, and they're very special to us because they represent two battles that are very, very dear to the Australian psyche. And when you say lone pine and the neck, every Australian will know what you're talking about. It was basically a massacre.
Could you do me a favor, Stephen? I want to see the type of the pine tree again, but up close.
Yep.
Because I think that's the kind you can actually get vitamin C out of if you make a tea out of it. I think you make tea out of that for vitamin C.
Okay. Yep.
Just a few needles of those needles in hot water, you get yourself some really good source of vitamin C.
They're a beautiful pine tree. They're very different to a lot of the other, like the commercial pine trees that we have. But,
I think that's a white pine, I think.
Yeah, they're very, very pretty. Once they get to a good size, they're an amazing tree. I've seen archival photos of the trenches that had all these cut down pines all over them, and it's amazing.
That's cool. That's a very cool thing. Thank you for showing that.
No worries. Well, it's nearly fell over on your live stream then. It's one of those things, there's so many little things in, back corners of countries, and, I think these live streams and connecting channels together, it's all about sharing your life, but also, sharing your culture and what you're proud of and what you know about where we come from. And as I keep saying, it's the similarities that bring us together, and it's the differences that make us individuals. And knowing about everyone's their where they come from and the history of the location it's an important first step to understanding each other.
Exactly. North Shore Preparedness just came in, and he's saying hi to you.
Hey, Sean.
And the thing is, when I don't know anything about what's going on in your country, I ask, as you already know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested. I'm curious. I don't know if I'll ever make it there anytime soon, but who knows? I would love you. Like I said, I'm going to take you up on that offer to go rabbit hunting.
Mate, I drove out of the farmhouse the other day, and there was 6 of them running around in the dark. I was chasing them in my Ranger, but I couldn't catch them, the little buggers.
That's why you need a bigger net.
Yeah, and I was thinking, geez, I could do with a bow right about now. I could take them out.
Hey, as long as you got your bow and you're ready, you've got permission, go for it.
Yeah,
it's free meat.
Yeah.
Oh man, you definitely made me feel a lot better.
That's
talking
good
about all the veteran stuff. Thank you.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned Sean. Sean was in live the other day, and I was out there. I think it was Sunday. I was out digging holes to plant these fruit trees, and I said, "Oh, I'm up to the last hole, mate. It's got your name on it, meaning he should come over and dig it for me because I was knackered."
I bet.
And he said, "Oh, does that mean you want me to dig it for me, or that hole's for me?" And I said, "Oh, well, I said you're full of good ideas. How tall are you?" And we worked out. He said, he's about 5'9" or wherever. I went on, stuff that. That's too big a hole.
Oh, that's cool.
But I wouldn't do that to Sean.
Okay, wait a second. That's where's it at? Where's that? Oh, here he goes, right there. Last thing you want is a kanga in the net.
Yeah, nah. The last thing you want is a kangaroo that's caught up in something. It's not fun.
South Florida, let's say what the temperature is there.
Well, I'm in Ballarat at the moment, so on the Australian scale, it's getting down towards bloody freezing.
Okay.
So,
I'm not sure what that is.
It's probably about 9-10 degrees Celsius here. So, sort of, I don't know what that is in that other silly scale you use for 40-something, high 40s, low 50s.
Let me take it. I think so.
Yeah. But Ballarat is an interesting town because it's one of the few towns down on the lowlands that regularly gets a bit of a dusting of snow. The cold, they're sort of in a location where they get the cold southerly weather coming up, sweeping across. And it's very open plain. So I've never really seen snow outside of the snowfields, but here in Ballarat, you do get it occasionally. Another reason why I love the town, but I couldn't bloody well live here.
Let's see here. You're about 66 degrees.
Yeah.
That's what I have it here in my living room.
True to form. I'm in a short sleeve shirt, so you know.
Well, you don't have your jumper on today.
Nah, I'll get too hot when I get a jumper on. People keep telling me no sense, no feeling. You're just a silly dingo, but you know.
Oh, thank you. You know, I resemble that remark. Okay. Okay. So Cecilia says that'd be 5 Celsius would be about 25 degrees in Fahrenheit. So
yeah, well, our freezing point of water is 0, which is 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So then you sort of go up.
32, actually.
32. Sorry.
So then it gets a little weird. I mean, you know, you get up to about 40 degrees or something like whatever. Let's see, not 40, but 35 degrees Celsius. It's really warm for you. It's really warm for us.
Don't get me started on the imperial measuring system, mate. Like, seriously.
It's confusing as all get out to me.
I mean, there's these things called decimals that have been invented quite a while ago, and they work really well. I don't know why you keep hanging on to those bloody inches and fractions and 6 3/4 and ounces and points and bloody hell, mate. It blows my head up.
You cannot tell me you don't enjoy a good pint.
No, well, actually, I generally don't order by the pint. I usually order mine by the schooner, which is a big glass that originated in South Australia. But, yeah, occasionally I get a pint.
There's nothing wrong with pints.
Absolutely not.
No, we got gallons and stuff like that because we have, you know, that's how our milk comes in is gallons.
Yeah, no, liters work better, mate.
I know how much a gallon of milk weighs, so that's it.
Well, that's hey, it's whatever you're used to.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you know you're in a rural city? You look over on the road and a trailer full of sheep just goes past.
Oh wow.
Ballarat's very much like Bendigo. We're sort of surrounded by farmland, so you get everything from the latest tech through to cows and sheep coming through the middle of town.
Oh, we actually had we were just out at the lake where I think I lost my wallet. We actually saw a deer standing in the middle of the road. Just standing there, no reason, just there. Really nice doe, so that was actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Sean says this for the leader part.
There we go.
Which is about 8.2 pounds.
But see, here's the other thing. 1 litre is 1,000 millilitres, and you can break it down into lots of 110s, and it makes it so much easier than dealing with all those other British measurement system.
It wasn't me. I'm dyslexic, and when you get to the decimal points, then that's what it gets confusing as it is because the numbers keep on jumping on me.
Look, it's whatever you get used to. I used to, and I will probably go back to play it later on, played a game called Lawn Bowls, which people may or may not be familiar with. But when I've
heard the term. I think I know what it is, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically a game where you have these bowls that have a bias on them that make them turn, and you take it in turns of bowling them down, and whoever gets closest to the little white ball at the end and score points. And yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. But
sounds very similar to our horseshoes.
Yeah, it's like bocce with, but you're rolling them and they bend, and it's highly frustrating, but it's a good sport. When I was skipping, which means I was in charge of the team before, and you know, a bloke would yell out to me, how much further do I have to get on that last bowl? And I'd say, and lawn bowls is played by a lot of more elderly type people in the later years of their life. So, you know, they're all back from the 60s and that with the Imperial. Right. And I'd yell up, I'd say, you need about 1.5 meters. And he'd usually come back with, "Stop doing that bloody hocus pocus bullshit. Tell me in feet."
It reminds me of a show I watched about. Let's see, what was it? Oh, crikey! Winter sports dealing with fighting stones. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh man, give me a second.
Oh.
I will find it real quick.
Okay. The weather finally got me. I'm in the car. I waited 5 minutes and it got more shit.
I noticed it was starting to get coming down a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my fingers are going numb, and yeah, so it's not good. I'm actually feeling like a Canadian now. I'm that cold. It's great.
Let's see here. Curling. You know about curling?
Curling? Oh, yeah, that's another crazy sport. So curling is basically lawn bowls on ice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I actually seen a movie about it, which is really freaky.
Yeah.
You might like it.
Curling's a fantastic sport. It's crazy. It's a crazy mad sport. But, I mean, it's basically invented by Canadians. So, you can't expect. Well, actually, I think it was invented in Scotland, wasn't it?
Be careful. We have a lot of Canadians in the room.
I know. I'm just stirring them up.
Okay, you and Sean can go at it. Well, I'll just sit back and watch.
Look, Canada is just a beautiful country. I love it. There's only two things wrong with it. One's the weather, and two's the fact that it's filled with Canadians.
I'll sit back, drink my Pepsi, and watch you guys go at it.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the kickback.
Okay, let's see here. Got someone talk about the dough I talked about. Curling. No, I will never eat Rocky Mountain oysters. If you know what that means.
Yeah, now I have seen those.
Those are
they're
sheep
cow
testicles,
aren't they?
They're sheep or bull testicles.
Yeah.
I don't.
No. People were never meant to eat that sort of stuff. That's just wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Sean.
No feuds in the hair, please.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm good, mate. And I'm a bit cold at the moment, but apart from that, I'm good.
Good. I hope you're freezing your giblets off.
That's more like it. That's what we like to see.
Listen,
a bit of fire in the belly.
I just want to come in and bust your chops a little bit. Like, because, I couldn't bust your chops if I didn't love you, right?
Oh, exactly right. Hey, it's a sign of affection over here, mate.
I call you guys cousins. You guys are basically cousins anyway.
That's just it. I mean, like, okay, so yeah, Steve was I think it was maybe on a live chat of one of mine, and we got bouncing back and forth in the conversation. I guess he was digging holes, and I misinterpreted what he was saying, and
right.
I thought he was digging a hole for me. I'm like, well, shit. I'm this tall. You got to dig it this deep. And it sounded like he was starting to get lazy on me, and he didn't want to dig it that deep. So I said, well, just take one of those post hole slammers, turn it upside down, turn the flat side around, and just smash it on my head, and you can get me down in the hole that way.
Depends if he was planting you vertically or horizontally.
Yeah, well, I worked out I was going to have to dig a hole either 6 foot deep or 6 foot wide, and neither of them really turned me on much. So I thought, no, I won't worry about it this time.
He went and quit.
I just planted 20 fruit trees. I was knackered. I was at the end of my tether.
He got lazy in the middle of trying to bury me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you knew why I came on tonight, Sean, at all. Because I've lost my wallet today.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, all my information is in there, and so I'm trying to just de-stress. And Steve's been doing a wonderful job of keep me in spirits, as the saying goes.
First of all, have you gone and shut off all your cards, your bank cards, your credit cards, and all that stuff?
Not yet, because I.
What are you doing here, man?
I can't close. My bank is closed. I can't call them.
There.
And my same thing for my driver's license. I don't have any credit cards.
Fair.
So I only have is debit cards, which have nothing on them.
Gotcha.
So it's just that my driver's license and my insurance card and everything else that I need are in there. And
Well, you're screwed till morning, brother.
Exactly.
And then you got to take the day off work to figure this out.
I can't because I've been tasked to replace somebody who's on vacation.
All right, then you got to figure it out after work.
Well, Jenny's going to look at the one place that we went for breakfast, and hopefully it may be there, but they're closed at the moment.
Good call. Yeah, retrace your steps.
I did one place, and if it was there, it's gone.
Good Lord.
So I called the police, and if anybody turns it in, they're supposed to let me know. So
All right. Well, God hope you didn't have a whole bunch of cash in there. I mean,
I had about $50.
that's not terrible. That's an easy loss.
I don't care about the money; it's the stuff that I need. You know,
Exactly.
my driver's license, especially my
Exactly.
insurance cards and things like that, and a picture of Ian and Jenny. So those things are important. And other things, but I had a few.
Sure, but I mean, your personal information that other folks.
My social security card.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can always take photos of your loved ones again, hopefully. But and like they're horrible to lose. Don't get me wrong. But it's your information that obviously needs protected, right?
Yeah. Hey, Eric, thank you for coming. My social security card was in there, so that's got to be replaced. My VA card.
I haven't had a social security card since mid 2000. I just remember the number.
Oh, I know the number backwards and forwards, but some people require physical proof of your social security card, and
True. All right. True. Say fair play.
especially if I have to replace my driver's license now.
Oh yeah, go ahead and try and replace your driver's license without your ID.
You can't.
Good times ahead of you.
Oh yeah, I've got to go get a new copy of my birth certificate.
Exactly. You got to start right from square one. And you know what? They want money for all of that.
Oh yeah, it's going to cost me $50 just for the copy of my birth certificate.
Yeah, 50.
And another 10
per document.
after I have to take a day off of work just to get my driver's license. That's if they can get me in on the day I need to get in.
So, in the grand scheme of things, basically losing your wallet, a day's work, maybe two of them. We're talking $1,000.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Or
Well, at least I have the vacation time to cover for the day off. But
kiss 500 or $1,000 away.
Which Sean, we were talking about this earlier. It makes it doubly frustrating when you leave it somewhere public. You know someone's found it. And why couldn't they do the right thing? Why couldn't they hand it in or take it to the police or what? That's the part of human nature that just gets me down. Is like, just how can you be so low to find something so important to someone and then not do the right thing with it?
Yeah, true say. I mean, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and say I lost, quote, quote, lost my wallet once, but I didn't lose it. It was on top of the refrigerator, and it turned up missing, okay? Now, it wasn't, quote, quote, missing. Some a-hole stole it, all right? Yeah. But the a-hole that stole it knew there was $300 cash in there. He took it out, and he opened the wallet, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and mailed it back to me with all my my cards, ID, and all that stuff in place. Terrible part is I lived with the guy.
Oh, wow.
What a freaking a-hole, right?
Well, mine, I think I was at a local lake, and I went to use the restroom, and it may have fell out of my pocket when I was using the restroom.
Oh, my.
And, yeah. Not much I can do about that. And I won't drive without my physical driver's license on me. I don't care if I'm legal or not.
Well, you don't have much choice now, Colin, do you? Unless Jenny's going to drive you.
Jenny is going to drive.
All right. Well, then, okay. That's, God bless. You have that
We're hoping that I left it at the restaurant. That's
like myself. I'm a single guy. I lose that. Guess what? I'm driving without my credentials.
Now, nowadays, with all everything that's going on, you're going to need your ID for everything, including going into places to get your new driver's license. Proof of who you are.
You may need more than that.
The thing is, I can't prove it if I can't get in there to get it.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to order my birth certificate online and have it delivered here since I can't get it sent like faxed or anything. It's got to be a hard copy.
Looks like Steve got something to say here.
Yes, Steve.
I was going to say, I've actually got to hit the Frog and Toad and get back to the office and do a few things. So I've just finished my lunch break now, so I better get moving. But Sean, one thing if you look back on this live stream later, one of the things I was showing Colin and the group and the crowd was I'm actually at a place called the Avenue of Honour, which is a returned vets memorial place here in Ballarat, and I was on a live stream last night, and I with a couple of Canadians, and I mentioned that my great granddad served in Gallipoli, and he knew all about Gallipoli.
Oh,
and
very nice. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, and I said to him, "Well, mate, kudos to you that you actually, because not many people outside of Australia know about it." And he said, "Oh, well, I'm Canadian. I know about things that happened around the world." And
I know about Gallipoli.
Yeah, and look, it just brought a point that I would like to make before I leave. That starting off, Australia owes a lot to America. America saved our butt in the Second World War, and we'll never forget that. We were gone without the Americans. The Japanese were coming down here, and they were going to take our country, and it was the Americans that stood with us and allowed us to fight back. So, I'll never disparage the connection between our two countries. But the one thing that does happen in Hollywood and in what's sort of presented is that, D-Day was only Omaha Beach, and the Second World War was only the European theatre and that, and
exactly.
To all the Canadians in this room, there are many of us here that we know about the Dieppe raid, and we know about Juno Beach, where the Canadians stormed the beach and were massacred just as much as the Americans, and we know the Canadians that served in the First World War. And when I see a memorial like this, it's not just about us, our Australian soldiers, and it's not just about paying respect to the American soldiers who did it's about all of the servicemen in all the countries, and even the servicemen on the other side. Maybe not the SS Germans, but certainly, the vast majority of them were simply guys going out and doing what they thought was right for their country. And
like the Italians?
Yeah, exactly. So from one Australian to a Canadian, we remember your boys as well, because and they deserve more credit for what they did in the First and Second World War.
JV Outdoors, thank you for coming.
Well, I got to chime in on that just a little wee bit, Steve. Just to reinforce what you just said. The history books, they're all written by the victors, and those are the stories that are told the hardest. And I mean, don't ever forget that.
Exactly.
Those that work. But
don't ever forget.
Fought very, very hard and died very, very hard fighting for all the things that are right. God bless all of our
veterans,
service veterans, former and current, still serving. God bless all of them for what they do.
Exactly.
What we have now.
And people need to also look at the point of view that it was great for our guys to go and fight for king and country. The basic Japanese infantryman in World War II was fighting for his emperor. No different, Yeah. Okay, there were many at the top that were prosecuted for war crimes, whatever. But that's the leadership. The average grunt soldier on the ground was no different to our diggers and the Canadians and the Americans. They were men fighting for their country.
Do you know what? If we really dig back into history, and I mean, like it's an ugly history to look into. But through World War I and through World War II. I mean, as much of raw America there is in there, and I don't mean to detract from that at all, but there's a lot of unsung graces for a lot of folks from different countries who fought and conquered in many battles that are just unsung heroes.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So praise to them.
This is sort of like a little Veterans Day little thing here.
Well, as I said before, Colin, lest we forget, and shame on us if we ever do. So,
exactly.
It's about having it at our forefront and being upfront and honest about it. And nobody glorifies war. I hate war.
No.
But I love the people that offered to sacrifice everything that they had to keep us safe.
I was Air Force and Army, so I understand completely.
Believe in against tyranny.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
guys.
you
I
gotta
better
get to
hit the
work,
frog and toad.
brother.
I've got to start this car up and get moving, or I'm going to be late.
Well,
Get
be safe.
warm.
Watch
Your
out
toes
for
are gonna
kangaroos.
Yeah, no jumpies this time of day. Hopefully, should be all good. It's more the wombats you got to worry about out on the road this time of day. They wander around looking for something to eat. So.
Love you, Steve.
Be
All
well,
right, you
brother.
too, Sean. Take care, everyone.
Stay well,
Love you.
bro. What's up,
JV,
Dave?
brother, how you doing?
That's bad. Just got back from Minnesota. Like literally 20
You look
minutes ago.
exhausted.
I am. But I was catching fish like crazy all weekend, so I was having a good time.
Oh,
That's
I'm glad.
What kind of fish were you catching?
A little bit of everything. I caught walleye, pike, bass. Only thing I didn't go for was any panfish.
Oh,
What about catfish? Bullhead.
I catfish here. I don't want to catfish.
You said everything, so I mentioned catfish too.
well, where there's walleye and catfish don't typically tend to hobnob.
Yeah.
I don't think you fish off the bottom much.
No, I don't. I do catfish every once in a while, but
So no hand fishing for you.
yeah. I catfish when I want to sit in a chair and throw a line out in the water and not do nothing.
And drink a beer at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is back when you drank.
You know, when you're in walleye territory, you're more likely, like if you want to go up a stream, you're more likely to catch some nice trout, speckled trout or a little rainbow trout, those pan fryers, and those are incredible eating.
Oh yeah, I love trout.
Yeah.
Rainbow trout is my favorite trout to eat. I love rainbow.
We were catching really
I
nice.
hate eating them because they're so pretty. It's like you're such a pretty fish, but you're so delicious.
One of these days, JV, you and I got to go trout fishing up at Yellow River.
Oh, we will.
You know what, JV? Yeah, it's amazing when like we got brook trout and cutthroats and all kinds of
Oh
different
man,
manner of river trout up here, right? And when they come out of the water, you're right. They're so pretty to look at. It's like, wow, look at the amazing color on this. I'm going to be eating you in 10 minutes.
I just realized another thing I have to replace. My hunting fishing license.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm coming up next weekend. You better have a fishing license.
I lost my wallet today, brother.
You got no wallet.
It's gone. History. My stuff is all in it. My driver's license, everything.
All right, somebody send Colin $8.99 so that he can buy a chain to attach his wallet to his pants. Please. Pretty please.
Caught a rock.
$8.99. It'd make it perfect.
Hey,
Doesn't have
my
to be that
PayPal
long.
card was in my wallet, and I have no access to it. Everything was in there. I'm hoping we can find it. I don't know.
I'm pretty num. I hope you're talking to one of them. I am pretty num.
Hey,
though.
don't be talking about me like that, JV.
I'm the ugliest
No,
one.
no. Bomber Steve said it, not me.
I was gonna say you're pretty, but your beard ain't nothing.
Mine's bigger than yours. Is mine's right here. Yeah.
Yeah, come on now, Colin, bring it.
I don't.
Hey, it's longer than his.
I get the hashtag babyface posse for a reason.
All right,
Oh,
come on.
I
Now.
keep it clean and I keep it down.
Wait. Let's just give it back to Steve. We can all just say how purty Steve is with his clean, shorn face. Oh, I want to give him a kiss on the cheek.
He sure does got a purty mouth.
Oh, dude, you went there. Bravissimo.
Oh,
Yeah, you're getting it now, Steve.
we got some good people coming this weekend for the archery get together.
I forgot to text Mike. I know he texted me on
Exactly,
the drive
Grace.
home, but I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, how many you got coming for the archery thing, Colin?
So far, approximately 10.
All right,
so far.
so is that going to do anything aside from share knowledge? Will it help promote your channel? Is it going to create any revenue? Not that everything is about that, but I mean, let's talk
Well,
about it.
let's see. We got Tyler Woods and his friend coming.
That's awesome.
I talked to Royal Amethyst Acres yesterday, personally, in
Very
person.
cool.
Her husband was doing the Comic-Con, the comic book store, free comic book day deal, and
Yeah.
he was selling his art. So they're going to try to make it, but they're having issues with their wheel bearings in their truck. So hopefully,
Okay. All right.
they're going to be okay. I got a couple other friends who are going to be coming up. You know, Jenny, Ian, and me, and you know, we should about 10 people, and then we got JV and his daughter.
And I don't care about numbers. My channel takes care of itself anymore.
The thing is,
I gain about 20 subscribers.
If we go live, that's just an additional thing. I'm there actually for the architry.
I was just wondering, Colin. I'm not saying nothing either way. I was just, curious. What it's going to do for y'all. But like, it's awesome. I think a gathering like that is freaking fantastic. Anyway,
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But the thing is, like I was saying, if we can get corn fed down here, it would be kind of cool too. But like I was saying, it would take a herd of elephants to keep JV and corn fed away from the lake.
Yeah, I'm going straight to the lake. I'm bringing my bow because I do have to sight in my bow because archery season starts September 1st, and I haven't sighted in my bow yet for the year. So I'm bringing my bow. I'm going to get sighted in.
I can help you with that, brother. That's my skill set. Yours is fishing, mine is archery. And go ahead.
Grace, you caught a rock bass yesterday. It was only 8 inches, so I released it.
A rock bass, that's just it doesn't matter what size a rock bass is up here, we just throw that back.
I've seen some big rock bass though.
Hey, Amanda.
Yeah, she's been in there regularly. She's been hanging out with us.
No, I wasn't talking to her either. I was just straight drive mode. I had the music blaring. I was trying to get home.
Hope you were drinking plenty of something with caffeine in it.
I asked JB to check his mail. That means I'd have to go back outside, Cecilia. I don't want to go out there. I haven't even unloaded my truck. It's all staying in there till tomorrow morning. I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, by the way, you would have been proud of Ian last Sunday. He was catching fish left and right.
Nice.
We went to the lake where I possibly lost my wallet, and he caught more fish than I did. I mean, he was like boom, 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 boom.
So what's the lake we're going to be by again this next weekend?
Red Rock. It's one of the Iowa's biggest lakes.
That's when the student becomes the master. You know what I mean? So obviously, Colin, you've done your job.
I was never a good fisherman, ever. My grandpa was. I was an archer. That's my thing. But fishing, he picked up on his own.
Grace.
It's the biggest. Where do you live again, Grace?
Grace is funny.
Indiana.
Grace is making funnies here.
I don't. Indiana. Have I done anything in Indiana yet?
I haven't been down to any of y'all's states.
Well, I'm trying to travel the whole country. That's what I've been doing this year.
Well, you and I have been trying to get together for a while, so it gives us a reason to.
Yeah. But yeah.
But who knows?
My
you and
goal.
Grace will hook up sometime. Go do something.
My goal is to catch a fish in every state in the United States. That's my goal, including Alaska and Hawaii, because I have people in both places that want me to come.
Okay, are you going to account for Puerto Rico or not, since it's a territory?
If I meet somebody from Puerto Rico that wants to take me fishing, I'll go.
And then there's like the U.S. Virgin Islands and all this other stuff. You can all the territories you can go to.
I've actually caught a fish in Micronesia already, so I can cut Micronesia off there.
Okay, now, JV, is the goal just to catch the fish in those states or republics or territories, or is the goal to catch and eat?
Yeah, do a catch and cook in each one.
Well, catch and cook is kind of hard because in a lot of these places I'm staying in a hotel.
Okay, roger that.
Yeah, well, the exception though, if you think about it, JV, this weekend we're already going to be grilling out anyway.
That's true. If I catch me a big old walleye, it's going right onto the grill.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's just going to be a simple round grill, nothing fancy, but it's going to be a good size one.
Bring a cast iron pan and some cornflakes to fry it in.
Okay, what would you need to cook that something like that in, Davey?
I'll tell you what, though. I just did catch me a giant walleye this last weekend in Minnesota, and I had me a nice, delicious walleye fillet.
Nothing nicer than that.
Okay, you already been invited to Australia.
I'm already coming to Australia. I'm obviously going to hang out with Amanda.
Hey, JV,
I'll come hang out with you too, Bomber Steve. No problem.
Oh, he's invited me down to go rabbit hunting, bow hunting for rabbits.
That'd be fun.
JV,
I think we should get together for that.
Fresh northern pike.
Oh, pike's my favorite fish.
Right out of the ice,
Absolutely
man.
favorite.
Delicious. You know what? I like pike better than walleye, and that's a very strange thing to say for a Canadian, right? But yeah, pike out of the ice.
Yeah. Oh, fresh like springtime pike is, for one, they're vicious. They're fun to fight.
Terrible vicious.
Oh, that's the best fight. Actually, I lost a giant pike this last weekend, and I have it all on camera, and I have my buddy, but I had a pike on my rod. I literally cast it out. And I didn't even think I thought it was weeds at first. And then all of a sudden my pole went wham. And I couldn't reel my reel. That's how big this, I was fighting to reel. This thing
how
was
big do you think it was?
Water. And my buddy was like, holy crap. And then he caught a pike at the same time. So he couldn't even help me.
You know what, JV? That's exactly how a pike fights. You'll be like, yeah, I got some weeds. It's kind of like, I'm dead on the weeds or whatever. They'll just kind of lay down for a bit, right? Until they realize they're caught, and you start yanking on them a wee bit, and then they start to freak the heck out, and then you got a fight on your hands.
Now I don't know how big it was, but I guarantee it was at least 12 to 15 pounds.
Did he take your gear?
He busted a hook on the way out, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he got your gear then. Okay.
Well, he didn't get the whole bait, but because I had a double treble hook square bill I was fishing with.
Yeah,
and he busted one of the hooks off of the treble hook.
You're talking over my head, JV.
They'll do that. Okay, Colin. There are
I'm an archer. I mean, I'm not a fisherman. I fish for food. I don't fish for trophies or size or whatever types. I catch whatever I can catch.
Hey, Colin.
Yeah.
There are different legalities in different regions for what you can have. Like you can have a little fishing plug that looks like a perch or a minnow or whatever. And then if you want, you can attach like a triple hook to it or 2 triple hooks to it or a single hook or single hooks with no barbs, depending what region and what season you're fishing in that area.
I know about fishing with no barbs for trout.
Yeah.
That's about as far as it goes for me.
Actually, I'll tell you the truth. What I was catching all the fish on this weekend pretty much was right there. The Jiggling JV, the newest lure from me. I was out testing it, and that's what I was catching them all on.
Is that a Rapala type of?
Yeah, it's a square bill. It's a rattle.
I don't know what that is, so please forgive me if I ask. What?
Looks like
what
a deep diver. You say there's
a deep water one, or is that a medium?
No, this actually only swims about 2 to 5 feet. Faster you reel it, the further it dips. But the reason I do that is because a lot of the fish I catch are on weed lines. Pike and bass and all that stuff hang out on weed lines. So I don't want to dive too deep or you're going to get all full of weeds all the time.
Yep.
And flashing lures. Dang right. I'll flash my lures all day.
And
that's what I was catching them on.
Did you say there's a rattler in there?
Yeah, here, I'll take it out.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're holding up the thing and just shake it. You probably should be able to still hear it.
I want to make sure the hooks ain't moving because then you'll think it's just the hooks hitting the thing. But
that's cool.
So that'll agitate the water, which will alert the fish that there's something going on, and it brings their attention to it. And they get mad, and they're like, "Man, this ticks me off." So they go bite it.
You guys will probably laugh at me when you're
fishing pike and you're fishing bass. They're a reaction fish. Like when you're fishing like walleye and stuff like that, they're a finesse fish.
Totally different monster, the walleye.
But pike and largemouth, they're a predatory fish.
Yeah.
And so when you get something, it's their reaction. They have to hit it. They have no choice.
Oh yeah,
in their instinct.
like something like that pisses them off, and they get angry, and they want to smash it.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly,
it puts them on attack mode.
But
They want to shut it up or whatever.
Murray cod, 60 to 80 pounds to 100. I'm all about, and I love cod. I don't know if cod's like our Alaskan cod here, but I like cod. So I'll catch me a cod, cook it up, get 120 pounds. That's a lot of food right there.
Yeah, you guys are laughing at me the way I fish. I just put a hook on the line and just with a worm, and I'm good.
This weekend, I'm going to teach you the art. I might bring my boat. I'm going to get you out on the boat, and I'm going to teach you the art of actually fishing. What lures do what, when you're targeting what kind of fish, what you're going to be throwing, what kind of line you want when you're targeting those fish, what kind of strength your rod needs to be, what kind of action your rod has to have.
If we're going to do something, do bow fishing. Come on, do something. Do something with my skill set.
Do you know what? Listen, JV. Okay, like I'm following you completely clearly as a Canadian fisherman, and I mean, like, obviously, look at the ridiculous color of my beard. I've been around a while, so
I've been around a little while. You know.
I know fishing over the decades, right? Like, I'm no expert or nothing like that, but I understand the difference between diving plugs, spinner baits. For myself personally, what I'll do for either bass or pike, if I'm fishing them, I'll just use now, I'm not sure that this is even a bait that's still available, but it's a type of worm, and it's called a sluggo.
Oh yeah, sluggo.
I've heard of that one.
Still around.
And I'll Texas rig that stuff, so it's weed free, and I can throw it into the weeds, rip it through them, let it drop, let it dangle, finesse it on them, and I've always had great success on just a regular old sluggo Texas rigged 8-pound line.
Yeah, actually, that's what I caught the walleye on
with a medium action rod.
I was just running a Carolina rig, but I had a crawdad on it, not a worm. But yeah, I was just finesse fishing a plastic crawdad on a Carolina rig.
All right, fair play.
And I caught a monster walleye on it.
Beautiful.
Simple Archer here. What the heck is a Carolina rig?
I'd have to go out to my rod, out to my.
Remember, I'm not the fisherman of the family. My boy is.
All right. Here's how you run a Carolina rig. All right,
Steve, you know that.
Sean, it's the mileage, not the years.
Steve's
exactly.
just being an a-hole. And we love him.
Evan, we need to also use Cheetos for bait, bluegill. Don't care. Cheetos. You catch carp on Cheetos too.
And popcorn. Don't forget popcorn. Works too.
One of the best.
Cheetos actually make a really good fire starter too for all my survivalist friends out there.
Oh yeah, so does
Cheetos does sparks great.
Cheetos, nachos, corn chips. Listen, guys, one of the best fishermen I ever saw, one of the best bass fishermen I ever saw was catching fish, and all he had on his hook was a cigarette butt.
If you get the action, I said they're a predatory fish. If you get the
right
proper action, they'll hit it.
I was fishing right beside him. I got nothing, and I think he landed 8 bass.
Share with me, Amanda. I haven't eaten. I ate. Last time I ate was lunch. I ate a lot. We went to this buffet because I was hanging out with these guys, Live and MN up there, and After 5 Outdoors, I was hanging out with them too.
I've heard of them.
I have a quick question for you, JV, not fishing related. Are your daughters going to need bows?
My daughters ain't coming next weekend.
Oh, they're not? Okay, I thought they were.
Yeah. No, that was if I was going to come the other weekend, but I ended up going to Wisconsin instead.
Okay.
Because what do you want? You can't have no chips. Get out of here. All right, you can have one chip. The barbecue, though.
Yeah, Steve. It's all about the mileage.
So what goes well with the fish that if we are cooking fish along with the other stuff that I'm planning on bringing?
Crush them up in dill pickle chips and fry them in oil.
Okay. We have to pick up some
Depends on
oils.
what you catch. See, if I'm catching pike,
you don't want to eat warm weather pike.
if I'm catching pike, yeah, we're definitely frying them because they're going to be warm. But of course, it depends on how cold. Because around here lately, the weather, it was like 40 degrees the other morning when I woke up.
It's been bouncing up and down here in Iowa. It goes up to as high as those 90 plus, down to about 70.
Pickles. We're not going to talk about you and pickles. Did you know? Okay, Amanda, the other day, me and her were talking, and me and my daughters were in the kitchen, and I said, "Hey, I got some new pickles or whatever." Then we started talking about jarring stuff. I don't know why we started talking about jarring.
Canning?
But we call it jarring here. Leave me alone. But I was talking about, we needed to jar some cucumbers to make some pickles. And Amanda was like, "That's how you get pickles? I thought they came from a pickle bush."
Pickle bush?
My daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, that's your girlfriend?"
So, are you guys going to do a canning video for when she actually does pickles?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to teach Amanda how to can or jar pickles.
There's prime evidence right there. The young folks ain't got no idea where food comes from. Oh, chicken comes from the chicken store.
Amanda's
why hunt when you can go to the store and pick up, meat?
My 17-year-old daughter knew where they came from because I used to have my kids can with me all the time. We had a big garden in the backyard.
Oh, good, Grace. Thank you.
Hey,
it's supposed to be pretty nice this weekend.
Bomber Steve, don't forget the dillweed. I love dillweed with my fish. Especially the salmon.
Lemon, lime.
Salmon, oh yeah.
So what are you putting in for your potluck version besides catching fish and throwing it on the grill?
Well, there's a lot of ways. Like trout, I like to make like a Parmesan baked trout.
Not what I was talking about, but okay.
What else to bring for food?
Yeah.
I thought you said you were just going to bring brats and stuff. That'll be plenty fun.
Okay.
Do you see this guy? I am not a picky eater. I have never had, rarely have I ever had anybody put anything in front of me and I'm like, I'm not eating that.
Well, you don't look like you're starving.
Yeah. Well, I am starving right now just because I haven't filled this fat gut in a while.
Fair play. And I'm just busting your chops, dude.
I'm hoping that everybody has fun this weekend because that's more important to me than
Oh, it's always fun.
That's why I don't record a lot when I'm backpacking because I'm so busy doing stuff. I forget that I have to record too.
Yes, that is one of them, Amanda. You put oysters in front of me, I'm going to slap them back in your face. They're disgusting, and you can all keep your nasty snot rocks to yourselves. I don't want them.
You don't like oysters?
Oysters, they're snot rocks.
I like clam chowder.
From like snot out of a rock.
I like clam chowder.
Just watching people eat them makes me want to throw.
Oh no, I don't eat raw anything. Everything must be cooked. Oh, that's good, Grace. Thanks for letting me know. Good. High in the low 80s on Saturday. That's going to be nice.
That'd be perfect. So what time does it start? It's like 8 in the morning, right?
About 9. But the thing is, that's when I'm going to get there and start setting things up.
All right, I'll try to be there by then. I actually have a longer drive. Can I just come crash at your house the night before?
If you want. Please forgive us. We're still unpacking. Our place looks like a bomb went off, but you're more than welcome.
I don't care. Just give me a couch and a plug-in so I can plug in my CPAP machine, and I'm good to go.
Oh, you got plenty of plug-ins around here. No, not a problem for that. Because Jenny's got her CPAP.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll bring out the futon mattress from our trailer that we use for the rendezvous. You can use that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not a picky guy. I said you're talking to a guy who puts a tarp out in the woods and sleeps on the ground.
Yeah, so I've only done that a couple of times, only because I had to, not because I wanted to. I've been homeless
and put them together.
Something I don't like. But we'll make sure you have. Do you have arrows for your bow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You showed the bow, but never the arrows that you got.
Oh, that's because I buy the same ones. It's not real impressive. I buy the same ones every year.
This is the Samick that you're shooting?
Oh, for the Samick? No. I figured I'd just use the same arrows.
Yeah, you can, but it depends on the setup for your Samick. What kind of fletching you need. Yeah, I went through this whole topic earlier last week about telling somebody about fletching, and actually, I was telling Ian that he didn't know the difference between fletching and veins and all this other stuff.
That's not what she said, Calvin.
Okay.
Or a chunk of floor. Yeah, I'll sleep on the floor. Actually, if I was going to sleep on the floor, I'd rather just sleep out in the backyard and stare up at the stars.
We actually our house is actually really large with 1,800 square feet, so it's we'll make sure to have an area cleared off for you near the air conditioner, probably.
Yeah, that's even better. Eating oyster is like eating a huge snotty. Exactly. That's why I say I call them snot rocks for a reason.
Okay,
It's like slurping up snot.
I don't eat raw oysters. I'm like I said, I like clam chowder, New England clam chowder, and stuff in the bread bowl.
Nope.
Hey, when I plug one of my nostrils and shoot the other stuff out of the other nostril, I call that a snot rocket.
Exactly.
It is.
Me too.
Yeah. And
I
you know what?
slurping that up.
My granddaddy taught me to do it 50 years ago out in the field.
Oh, JB, I still got this for you.
Of course, we never did it in front of the women.
That bow fishing reel. I can't use it, unfortunately. That sucks. You tell them left-handed and they don't listen.
So is the other Mandy's coming, right? I thought I saw her say she was coming on Facebook.
I talked to her. Like she's having some issues with their wheel bearings on their truck, but they're going to try to make it.
Hey, Cliff, that's why we shoot out those big snotty boogers instead of eating.
Oh, yeah. I do it on my lives all the time when I'm out in the woods.
What, snot rocket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to be able to breathe.
Girl folk don't give you trouble over that?
I don't care.
As long as you're not doing it where they're walking.
Oh, yeah, don't get it directly on them, and maybe they don't mind.
No, I think we want to make sure we have a couple good coolers for drinks and stuff like that. Sodas, tea.
I'll bring some stuff. I'll just bring some chips and some sodas, and I'll bring stuff.
Don't get me wrong. If a snot rocket hits my back or my sleeve, I'm going to be a little bit pissed about that. But I'm not going to hold it too hard against you. Right? If it hits my face, we might have some words to say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yuck.
Right? Because you're shooting it directly at me then.
Right? Okay, enough booger talk.
Oh, man, we're going to have
Sorry,
some fun.
Colin. Not really, but yeah, actually, no, I'm not.
Oh, man.
It's reality. It's life.
It is what it is. When you're out in the woods,
It's life, yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah, you got to get something out.
I got to breathe.
Yeah, breathing is important.
And you pack tissues for a certain reason, and it may not be to clean your nose.
No, my tissues are for one thing.
Boom.
And I bury that out in the woods.
Yep.
What did I just unmute to?
A and B.
Just kept us muted.
Very
Put
correct
my
thing.
worms in my
Okay,
chip bag.
Grace is playing the rules saying no more booger talk.
All right, Grace has laid it
I
down.
just put my bait inside my chip bag.
Is that barbecue Lays? Is that barbecue Lays?
Yeah, it is.
Him too.
Think alike.
Bravissimo. Yeah, that's an amazing snack. I first had barbecue Lays back in, gotta be, 90, 99? And I'd never had them before that in my life. And when I had them, I couldn't stop eating them. I said, wow, these are so good. And I was going on and on and on about it. And my buddy beside me was like, would you shut up about that? I'm like, no, man, these are freaking delicious. Like, they're really good.
They are.
I'm sorry if I get
Barbecue's
animated.
like my favorite, so.
I'm sorry
Have
if
you
I get
guys ever
animated
seen
time to
Mandy's
time.
husband's artwork by any chance?
Who?
Mandy, Royal Amethyst Acres. Her husband's
Oh, yeah, I've
artwork.
seen her artwork.
Yeah, well, Jenny bought one. Give me a second here.
Hey, you ever
Do you
had
have
a rippled...
Deli Rock, or do you have Red Rock deli chips? No, I don't.
You ever had rippled dill pickle chips with dill pickle dip?
Well, I haven't gone with the dill pickle chips, but I've definitely had the ripple dill pickle chips. But I didn't know they made dill pickle dip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
combine
check
the
this
two,
out.
bro. It'll flip your biscuit.
Oh wow,
What is that?
Mandy made that. That's awesome.
Her husband did.
That's
Her
beautiful.
husband did.
And this is actually not Gal Jadot. It's actually another lady who's from Iowa, who is the Iowa League of Superheroes, who do a lot of charity events, that she cosplays as a Wonder Woman.
That looks pretty dang good.
Her husband cosplays as Superman and pulls it off really well. So,
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. That is a very cool piece of art.
yep.
I
got
Cliff,
I actually-
can't cosplay as any superhero. I'm too fat. Of course,
I'm
wasn't Thor fat
No,
in the last
you're
Avengers
not.
movie?
No, you're not. If I'm not, you're not. And I met some of my
I'll do
favorite
a video
artists.
for you on the beans tomorrow. But they're
Hi,
doing good.
Deb.
The bunnies ain't touched them. They're doing good. But they're a weird kind of yellow bean. They've got strings on both sides, which I never seen on a yellow bean before. But this is a Kentucky variety that I'm not used to. Hey, Colin, welcome
Yeah.
back.
What?
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. I just had to put the picture back.
Cosplay as the Blob.
I just wanted to show you something when I get a chance. I'm looking for something, so I'm gonna show JB a picture.
Good God, Cliff. All right, who's doing what here? Behave yourselves.
Okay, JB, here's something to show you.
Yeah, this is cool. This is very cool.
This is me.
Archer.
I went as Green Arrow. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to make it bigger. With Mike Grell, writer of Green Arrow Longbow Hunters.
Awesome.
Yeah. And he loved my outfit so much, he actually made me to do this picture. I actually got an autographed copy of that particular book and everything. It was just amazing thing. I mean, the fact is,
And in that photo, that was a real bow with a real arrow.
that was a fishing arrow, by the way. And I made my boxing glove arrow out of that. And everything I had was functional.
Very cool.
Unlike a lot of people who cosplay, they said, "Oh, everything's just fake." Mm-mm. That was a 55-pound draw bow and everything. So, yeah. So I mean, that you don't. There's no such thing as being fat, too fat to do cosplay. Just to let you know.
Have you seen my videos? I've dressed up as Ninja Turtles, Bigfoot,
Amanda,
Britney Spears,
Amanda.
Amanda.
I saw the Scorpion video. Come on.
You saw the Scorpion video was genius.
Hey, if anyone gets really, really too fat, you could always cosplay like Jabba the Hutt.
There you go. I saw a
Kingpin.
cartoon once called Fat Man and Blubber Boy.
That's
Oh.
Star Wars, man. How cool is Star Wars?
Oh, what about don't forget the Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Marvel? You don't know who the Kingpin is?
I'm not really actually into comic books. I like
Oh,
arguing.
man.
Like when people are like, "I'm all Marvel fan," then I always I like DC just to get them all pissed off.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a Marvel. I'm a DC fan, which is really funny considering one of my favorite Marvel superheroes is actually an archer from Iowa. Hawkeye is from Iowa.
I don't know about much comic books. All right, back when I was a kid, the only comic book I really liked was The Savage Sword of Conan the Barbarian. And back in that day, all the ink work for the art was done by Ernie Chan, I think.
Oh, here's a good one from Evan.
I believe was the artist at the time. Fantastic.
There you go. Stay Puft Marshmallow. Oh, that'd be actually pretty funny. And then get a bunch of other people to dress up like the Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah. What about the Michelin Man? Yeah.
Bob's Big Boy from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that now, people go, "Who? You don't know Bob's Big Boy? Come
You
on."
can do that. Bob's Big Boy. Big Boy Burger was in Terminator, wasn't it?
Wasn't it in one of the Austin Powers movies?
The Terminator's way before Austin Power. Come on now.
But Austin Powers is Austin Powers.
Well, I'm not saying one thing is not the other. I'm saying Terminator way supersedes any
Hey, Deb, thank you for coming.
Austin powerful thing he might think he has.
Small
Yeah.
box wheels he pulled behind him to hold an extra buck. Oh, you saw a guy.
What?
If I dress up like Jabba the Hutt, then Amanda has
Bummer,
to dress
Steve.
up like Princess Leia in that golden bikini.
Steve's funny as hell.
Oh man.
Wow. You kids behave yourselves or actually don't.
Oh, here's a good one for you.
It's fun.
Yeah, didn't I say Thor was fat in the last Avengers movie, wasn't he? So I could
Yeah.
go with Thor, fat Thor.
Don't even know.
Yeah, either do I. I haven't watched. You know, the last movie I went to in theater was the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow.
Last movie I went to in theater.
I went to one last week and I saw the new Fast and Furious 9, where they actually shot a car into space.
Okay, Elon.
Oh, that's how far they've gone in the movies. It's Fast and Furious in space.
It's
They took on a satellite with a car shot up into space.
It's so fast and so furious. It's that car is so pissed off. It's just bang, screw this world. I'm going into space.
They shot it off of a rocket. I mean, there was a whole thing about it in the movie. It was yeah.
Hey, JV, what kind of doggo you got there?
It's Chocolate Lab.
Beauty.
Oh yeah,
How's
13
the
years
temperament?
old.
How many?
13.
Beauty.
He's old.
I think we're going to have fun this weekend, JB. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a good looking puppo.
Oh yeah, he's beauty.
Oh, you're going to
He's
meet
bald
our
on his butt though. He's going bald like his daddy.
on the wrong end?
He's just sucking up the love too, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Well, I've been gone all weekend, so he.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious Lost in Space.
Fast and furiously out the hell out of here.
The thing is, that particular scene was actually, they did it as a joke. Because
Oh,
someone said, "What are you going to do now? Shoot a car into space?" They said, "Sure." Just because.
Bart from Spaceballs. Spaceballs is a classic movie.
Hey, John Candy was awesome.
Yes,
that
he
movie.
was. Barf. Not in here. This is a Mercedes.
Oh, hey, you could be Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck was a great. I wish I was as cool as Uncle Buck.
But
When he
you could
walks
dress
in there and
up
he's
as
got that
Uncle
big
Buck.
old drill.
Yeah.
That kid's like,
Scared the crap out of that kid. That's for
All
sure.
right. I'm not sure if I'm sharing a screen with the correct company here right now.
What?
I'm kidding, Colin. I'm just busting y'all's chops.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I love John Candy movies. He was awesome.
Yeah,
that's
I
one
was
guy
gonna
you
chime
should
in
have
saying
done.
he could have been a perfect Jabba the Hutt.
But he was Barf from, Lost,
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Too bad they never made a sequel.
I know they were supposed to, but they just never got it. I watched a whole interview on it. Like they had a whole script written for it and everything. And they just
You know
couldn't,
what?
get
Yeah,
the
he had an
funding
amazing
or
career.
something
John
for
Candy
it.
died, and then that kind of made things a little harder. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't really
he had an
replace
amazing
him.
Career and barring his death, it's just it's wondering what those other artists like what's that dude's name from Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, artists or Jimi Hendrix who hadn't passed when they passed at their early age, the art that they created,
You gotta go potty. Okay, I'll take you back.
Doggo needs to go poop.
JV's going to have to deal with Mac when he gets here.
Oh, he's gonna have a Big Mac attack.
Probably.
I'm sure everyone does.
The only Mac I like is our Mac. I'm not much into Big Macs from McDonald's.
Hey, listen, Colin. Like, I'm not sure how much my videos you watch or any of y'all in here watch, but when I
Pop in when I can.
when I refer to Big Mac or the special sauce, I'm talking about the right, and that's kind of how I subvert my way around it,
right?
Because anyone who talks about it is getting shut down, right?
I actually got my vaccination records in my wallet too, which really sucks.
Well, listen, you know what? Not just me, but hopefully everyone in the chat will just send out some prayers that maybe tomorrow Colin will come across where he dropped his wallet. If not, by the grace of God, maybe somebody will mail it back to him, and he doesn't have to go through all that expense to get all his.
That's the crappy part about
his cards and his driver's license and all that stuff.
Yeah, you just can't go down to the DMV anymore and just pick up another copy. You have to make
reapply for your birth certificate.
Yeah, I have to do that too.
At this price, and that's where you begin. So
I've always said that, man. If I ever lose my wallet, go ahead and take whatever cash I have in and out. I don't care. Send me back the rest of the stuff.
Just leave everything else.
Like, I can replace the cash easily.
Take the cash.
All the rest of it sucks.
If you send me back my wallet, you can keep the cash as a reward. Just
yeah.
But I mean, I need my hunting fishing license. I need my driver's license. I need my insurance cards. I need all that stuff.
Hey, one of the really cool things in
did that already, Cecilia. First place I did. It was one of those floating toilets. You look underneath it. You can't see all the way to the wall. There's nothing, hidden behind it. It wasn't there. And it had been like 5 hours since I've been there. And the whole parking lot was full of boat trailers. So that's one thing I'll show you before we head over to Red Rock, JV. I'll take you out to West Lake. You'll like it.
Not if there's a bunch of boats. I hate competition. Most of the places I fish in places other people don't go.
There was about 15 boat trailers there, and you could not see one boat. Like we saw like 2 boats, and they were coming in to unload back up. There was the lake's that big right there at Westlake here in Osceola.
Yes, I did get the flamethrower. It's up.
You never did show anything about the flamethrower.
I got a video coming. I'm being very responsible about the flamethrower because it's big. It was even bigger than it looked in the picture when I actually got it.
What kind of fuel do you use?
So I'm before I go and start playing with it, I've been talking to the fire department, and we're going to actually get a day together, and we're going to go out to the gravel pits where I can't light anything on fire permanently. And we're going to go out there and play with it, and I'm going to, learn it before I start making videos with it.
You can light them on fire intentionally.
Yeah.
Or if you work with the fire department and they do practice fires for their training, you could be the guy who sets everything on fire.
Yeah. No, I already have the video planned out. I'm going to go out and do a bushcrafting video. And then I'm going to be like, all right, time to bushcraft this fire. And then it's going to cut to me with my flamethrower.
Oh, I just picked out the perfect cosplay for you with that flamethrower. A Cobra guy called Firefly. That's what he does. He's an arsonist.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, he's on the other side. Cobra side.
Remember, I was an 80s and 90s kid. I knew all of G.I. Joe. We had the cartoons.
I love G.I. Joe.
Did you have the G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip?
Oh, yeah. I actually had the Bionic Man back in the day.
That's 70s stuff now, JB. Like, that's probably worth $300 now.
I remember the part where you can look through his eye and like you do like a little telescope thinking thing, and it was like, it was just
Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing. Then my brother decided to blow him up with a firecracker.
Oh yeah, we burned our GI Joes. And
I didn't. He did. He just didn't like me having nice things.
And we beat him up terrible.
Oh man, it's going to be an interesting weekend.
But I gave $2 to a girlfriend of mine one time, and at the time she was selling stuff on eBay, and I thought that was cool. She was buying stuff at yard sales, selling it on eBay, making some money. I said, "Well, here's $2. You're going out yard sailing, you and your mom. Get me. Here's $2. Get me a quote man thing." So she comes back with this vintage GI Joe that's full of vintage GI Joe outfits and the tents and the scuba tanks and all that stuff, right?
You got the Navy SEAL?
Wait. So I ended up cleaning and ironing all the outfits. I sold them out for $20 a piece. The GI Joe I got $50 for, all on $2, my friend.
Oh man,
vintage GI Joe.
Vintage GI Joe. Oh my gosh.
Wow,
Pay long call money for that. The Navy suit for GI Joe. It was a little bit moth ridden, but it still sold for $20.
Wow.
Yep, just a Navy uniform.
So, who was your favorite GI Joe? Both of you.
Well,
that's a tough one.
It was frickin' GI Joe. Like I only know the one from the '70s, dude. Like
General Hawk was one of the first ones, then Duke and all them.
No. Like I don't remember all that. I was too young for all that. All I know is they had.
What was the one that wore the
doll?
White, like all white.
Storm Shadow?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
He was actually a crossover. He actually was originally Cobra, but he became G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Arctic G.I. Joe?
Okay, it depends on which one you're talking about when you're talking about cold weather G.I. Joes. There's Frostbite. There's Sub-Zero or something like that. I can't remember what his name was. But one guy was actually from Texas or something like that. He hated the heat so much. He was a perfect cold weather specialist.
Guys and gals, I am way out of my league here. I am not into comic books at all. However, I did love G.I. Joe. Like the action figure when I was a kid. Like the doll.
Yes, Grace, He-Man was my show, and I had everything He-Man. I had the whole castle, and I had all the figures. I had everything He-Man.
Were you part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
Yes, I was part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Holy cow! You even remember that?
I was Spanky.
I'm just gonna not touch that. I'm just gonna leave that right alone.
Wow.
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Okay.
Like, God bless y'all. I mean, that's hilarious.
Do you even get what we're talking about there, Colin?
I remember it, but I was never a member. I like girls.
No, it's from Little Rascals.
I know. I remember that, but I thought that was a little much. But I remember Froggy. Froggy was my favorite.
It goes way back.
But you know who Froggy is, JV?
Mm-hmm. He's the one that talk like this.
He was the smallest guy. We had the deepest voice.
Remember Alfalfa?
Oh, yeah.
Always had that slicked up. It wasn't a mohawk. It was just a straight up piece of hair.
Metallic.
Yeah. Whatever you call it.
Oh, Steve says G.I. Joe was yeah, I'm not going to say that, but he had Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man. I had the same one, Bomber Steve.
Yeah, well, it's only about $6 these days.
Now, if you would have had the Wonder Woman one or the Jamie Summers Bionic Woman, that's a whole different ballgame. They're worth more.
Well, there, you know what? To what Bomber Steve is saying, there was a $6 Million Man action figure for sure, and that was huge and popular.
Don't forget,
And it was also like I'm not sure if it was a $6 million thing, but it was a $6 million woman as well. That
bionic woman.
Oh, don't forget,
woman,
there's one more action figure that people probably had back then, and that was Evel Knievel.
Oh hell yeah, he was big in the early '70s.
I had the Craig thing, and it was amazing watching him do the jumps.
He was before my time. I mean, I know who he is. I know
He
he
actually
broke
had
like
a
every
little action
bone in
figure.
his body
He
six
cranked
times.
up motorcycle and everything. It was amazing.
Yeah, he broke all his shit.
He tried to jump the Grand Canyon and failed.
Yeah, massive fail. He broke all of his stuff.
Yeah,
everything.
but he kept living. That's a crazy thing.
Well, he's dead now, but I mean, come on now. Think of breaking every bone in your body multiple times. What is the last 10 years of your life going to be like with the arthritis and whatever you get with it?
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I have a woman doll. She has a...
Now, Steve, behave yourself. Somebody may have to.
You have to use a bike pump.
Somebody might need to stand Steve in the corner here for 300 seconds,
Okay, I'm not going to say.
or
that.
upside down on his head.
I
He's
almost said.
upside down already. Stand him on his head to put him upright.
I finally remembered the G.I. Joe that was from Texas that hated the heat. When he was 16, instead of buying a car, he bought an air conditioner. It was Iceberg.
I didn't mind Aquaman when I was a kid because I always had a fear of drowning. I said, wow, that dude can breathe underwater. Cool.
Do you remember the man from Atlantis?
Nope.
Oh, man. Patrick Duffy. That was the closest thing to the Aquaman thing they had back then.
No, we're talking 45 years ago here, Colin. More, right?
70s.
Yeah, early 70s. Yeah, yes, sir.
That's when they had really cool TV shows. Like the Croft Super Show and, all this other stuff.
Yeah, well, Elmer Fudd can't walk around.
Did you say Evil was the ultimate adrenaline kinky? What?
He probably was.
He probably was. I bet he was a freaking bed. He was that wild in regular life.
I mean, he jumped over 2 helicopters, JV.
Yeah.
2 helicopters while blades were spinning.
What the heck? All right. Do I need to jump out of here?
No, you're perfectly
What the
fine.
heck is going on in here?
I think it's Sunday night. They're kind of a little punch drunk.
Y'all need to behave yourselves.
I'm doing the best I can.
That's what I need to do.
I was actually talking to Steve.
It's the middle of the day for him.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's the middle of the day and he's misbehaving. That's what I'm saying.
Well, at least he's talking about the good Wonder Woman with,
With a puncture wound? Yeah, okay. Somebody needs to stand Steve on his head and dip him in blood.
I saw.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
But love me.
He got
Love
his
him.
love. And he got bacon treats.
Oh, bacon. I'll be right there. Like, goodness gracious, yeah. Somebody stand Steve on his head and dip him in butter. Behave yourselves.
Linda
I mean,
Carter was
something else. I'm
one
not
of my
gonna
idols
say.
back in the day.
Steve's gone off to the naughty corner.
Okay. That's one way to get my mind off my worries.
No kidding, Colin. Listen, God bless. Pray you find, maybe retrace your steps and find all your stuff in good stead without great cost to you.
Well, like I said, I went to the one place I went to
Because
last.
that's a huge bummer. Huge bummer.
I'm hoping it's at the restaurant, But if it's not, then I start worrying even more.
Yeah.
Because it could be anywhere.
Yep.
And it just depends on how honest the person who found it is. Here comes Cliff.
There's a fat guy in the basement.
No, there isn't.
Boom, dude.
Oh, not anymore. I climbed up the stairs.
Right now, I think Sean's the skinniest of all of us.
Oh, no. Hang on a second. I got some fat here. Look.
Where?
Look at all my fat.
No.
Look at all my fat.
You're still skinny.
You know what, Colin? It's only my thoughts that are skinny. It's just my brain.
Oh, I
I
don't
got
got
fat
skinny
and
thoughts.
guts.
Oh, let me say, we got see, one of these guys are not like the others because
What's going on, young Cliff?
Yeah, one of us isn't wearing camouflage.
What's up with your
I'm
fat?
not wearing camouflage.
Not much, just chilling. Figured I'd sneak on up here.
How's your hairdo treating you today?
My hairdo?
Yeah, not tensing too hard in your head. No headaches there.
Nah, my hairdo is smooth like butter.
It's sort of like Japanese samurai style, the way you got it set up right now.
I just don't have the top knot running. I just got the tail.
It's close
Well,
enough.
Looks a little whack to me, and I was just concerned it was cramping your head and style and giving you headaches. So just looking after you, bro.
No way, bruh. I used to go to
buddy.
sleep with it. Look at JV's over there dreaming about sleeping on a big pickle.
No, he's actually thinking about food. He's probably starving.
Things
I
go
am.
south and east.
I'm thinking about eating and then dying.
Here, I got you your snacks. I got some bacon cheddar fries, some lemon cookies, bar
Show
of
me them
chocolate.
If everything goes well, maybe I can talk Jenny into making some meatloaf on Friday, JV.
I got some Jack Link's pepperoni sticks.
Hey, now you're talking my language right there.
No, dude. Show me the bacon cheddar fries. What the hell is that? Show. What's inside?
No, well, almost an empty bag.
Obviously, they're good.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you.
Yeah, they're just like little French fries.
Yeah, that was yeah. All right, that's what I was looking for. Thanks, bro. Bacon cheddar.
I mean, I could eat these, but I gotta work in the morning, and I don't feel like shitting my guts out
Oh, dude.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or I
meatloaf
could
would
sit
be
there and eat
delicious. I keep hearing about Colin's wife's famous meatloaf,
Oh, yeah.
and I
We'll
keep
talk to her
being
about it.
promised it. I want
Roast
some.
meat.
You know what?
Okay. Once you have the meatloaf, you got to
Yeah.
praise it. Come on.
Yeah, JV. No. We're calling for a video.
Hey, I've talked to her about it. It's not up to me. This is on her, not me.
Dude, anytime she makes a meatloaf, she doesn't need to be in there. You can just show it and video it with the gravy and the mushroom. Not mushrooms in your case.
We don't do mushrooms in ours.
No,
No.
I know. I apologize. But with the gravy and the mashed potatoes and this and that, this is what we're talking about. We want the goods, man. We
You're
want the
making me
video
hungry.
evidence in our eye holes.
Well, like I said, I got to talk to her in the morning because right now she's asleep. I've been telling her she needs to make a video of that. She's also got to do a FaceTime with Cecilia about doing some knitting. So I've been laying that on her for a while now. JV,
Meatloaf.
can I make a suggestion for you, JV?
Meatloaf.
Go get some food and go to bed.
I think I might. I'm pretty shot.
I'm getting close to shot myself because I got to
I
be
had
up
one
at
of those.
6.
Wait,
I had
can
another
we just take
chicken.
shots? We're doing shots now? What? Shots?
Who's going to drink for me then?
I'm gonna say I don't drink anymore, so
I guess
I don't
could
drink at all, but I do collect it.
I'm sure not doing no shots.
So that leaves you, Cliff.
Damn, I got to do a quad.
Yep.
One for all of you guys.
we just all sit here and
Well,
watch.
you are the youngest of all of
stupid
us,
drunk,
Cliff.
and then
You know what,
be
Cliff?
stupid drunk
I
will
will
dare him
tip
to
my
do stupid
glass
things.
if you do a shot, but I sure as hell ain't doing no shot.
Can I just drink a beer instead?
I got my Pepsi. Does that count?
Hey, you brought it up, dude.
Well, it's because this guy's over here. These guys are talking about being the other way. There we go. That way, and I'm backwards now. That way and that way. There we go. Took me a second there. I was just like,
We're talking about what?
being shot, and then I was just like, wait, somebody said shots?
Now
Always.
he's coming this Saturday, so
Nope.
we're going to be doing. He's going to come. Actually, he's coming Friday. He's going to crash here.
Noise.
It's going to be
I
fun
probably
because
won't even take my fishing poles out
our-
of the truck. and I'll just leave them there
our
all
table
week.
is broke, JV. Unfortunately,
Your table.
our kitchen table got broke in the move. It got split. The leg got splintered. I've been trying to fix it, but I don't have the tools yet.
Freaking
So
Steve.
are you saying you want me to bring my drills and stuff with?
Oh, if you think you can fix it, that'd be great. But I mean, I've got it started. I need to get some more Elmer's wood glue, some wood dowels, and some decent sized
Elmer's. No, dude, go with the gorilla.
I'm not going gorilla because I wanted to set up, and this is an antique table. I wanted to get at least back to semblance to right before it sets.
You've got like 5 minutes for the gorilla before it starts to turn foamy and weird, and then you just send it down and you're good.
Well, I don't want it. I want it to look nice, not just be solid.
I was just gonna bring 2 rolls of duct tape and
Well, if I could have done that with gorilla tape, but I don't want
I
to
was
do
gonna
that
red
either.
green it.
No red green.
Red green.
Then I will release Jenny on you if you try to do it that way.
Man, you could use a ratchet strap in a pinch.
No, actually, I was going to use a ratchet strap to help compress it once the glue was in it, and I drilled a hole to put in a wood dowel to help reinforce where the crack's at and everything. I know I can do it. I just haven't had the chance to do anything.
Yeah, Colin, just say no to crack.
Also say no to sticking a dowel in your crack.
Dude, Cliff.
Bad Cliff.
I know. I had to, though.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Cliff up in the corner.
No. Oh, now I can
No,
now I
there
can
he is.
fart on JV. Hold on.
I wish I had a thing that I could make like a puff of smoke come down.
That would be hilarious.
Hey, Justin.
Oh, no.
How you doing, Jeep?
What's up, Jeep?
Steve's in and out of the naughty corner. He just can't stay out of there today.
Well, for those people who haven't heard yet, but I'm actually in the 600 range for my hours. 673 hours left.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Watch, put playlists together, set them up for folks to watch.
Well, I'm hoping I'm going to get a good live set up thing.
But I mean, man, make your video, make your channel on the merits of your videos, not on live streams. You know what I mean? We don't do live streams to create channels. We do live streams because of the videos that we make to support the people who watch our videos. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Well, I just haven't been able to get a chance to go out. And
No, that's okay, and that's why the other week I was trying to suggest you every possible thought I could possibly have to suggest any type of archery video that you could make. Make some videos for your channel, bro.
I actually got one that I plan on doing while I'm there, but you won't see it until later, and that's my shot where I'm gonna have my GoPro on my wrist.
Yeah.
When I'm pulling back the bow and releasing.
Beautiful.
So I don't even know what that's going to look like until it's done.
It would probably look cool AF.
I'm hoping because I've always wanted to make that shot just to see.
But
what it
anyways,
looks
Colin, that's my whole concept between as far as the channel goes. Make your channel based on the merits of your videos, not your live streams.
like. Okay.
Right?
Okay. He's feeding you. Reach up. Open your
Go,
mouth.
Davey, go.
Oh, it looked like he grabbed it.
I'm all about that.
That'd have been great if you would have had one in your hand, stashed in your hand.
I wonder if I had some beef sticks and I could like hold it up off to the side.
No, I've got some plans. I'm just sometimes when I'm doing stuff, I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, I forget to record stuff. And
Hey,
that's
Colin, I'm just trying to help you out as a brother.
oh, you are, and you're doing an amazing job of it. Thank you.
I like your channel, and I want to see you succeed, and I want to see you stay over and exceed that 1,000 mark, right? And you'll
Are
do
you
that
back
by
over
making
1,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at exactly 1,000 right now.
All right, make some videos, some outdoor videos, some bow videos.
As I always tell everybody.
Videos, and you'll get the followers because that's what your channel is about.
Exactly.
Right?
Here's how YouTube works. Videos get you subscribers. Live streams get you watch hours.
Boom.
Yep. I've
I'm
actually
gonna
got
work,
one
I'm
on
gonna
here.
work
I
on
haven't done it
videos.
yet.
So it's like, I did put out a couple of small videos, a while back. That's been since July. And this things have been kind of tough.
Live streams support your videos, not the other way around. You can't, maybe there's a comedian or whoever out there, there's some personality who can just go start doing live streams and make a channel out of that. But let's face it, none of us are that, right? So we got to do.
Wait.
We got to do the things on the merits of
You
what
guys
we
are.
have, which is making videos, right? So we make our videos, and then our live streams support the videos and all the folks who make comments on it, and we can all get together then and talk about it, right? Not the other way around.
Right.
You're still at 34, Evan?
Yeah. Okay. Someone put Evan's channel in the thing, please. I think pretty much.
I can't do it right now because I'm on the
I'll let Cliff do
StreamYard.
it. He's more awake. I don't want to search for anybody's
Man,
channel.
Otherwise,
I'm not even sure if I have Evan on my thing. Give me a second. I gotta pop open another window here. Where?
but that's how we need to do it.
I just saw what you put in chat. I made it past 34 about 6 years ago. Soon I'll be 40. That's actually how my YouTube started. Because back when I first started YouTube, you only needed 100 subscribers and 1,000 watch hours to get monetized.
Yep.
I remember that.
I got that on my first video because I did a hog hunting video. I hit 100 subscribers and I had 1,000 watch hours on my first video.
Okay, guys, there's Evan's information.
That's awesome, JV. Okay, so I'll tell you how some things are different. All right, so like it's different for folks who are different, like working off of different types of devices. Like myself, I run my YouTube channel off.
That's
of
okay,
desktop.
Cecilia. Thank you.
Okay, so when my YouTube channel was young and I had like 400 subscribers, you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, right? And I had one video when I had around 400 subscribers. Why, I have no idea, but it got like 60-something thousand views.
You're welcome,
And
Evan.
it blew up, and that video alone gave me enough watch hours to have my channel monetized. However, I only had 400 and something subscribers. I had to wait to get those subscribers because I already had the watch hours. You know what I mean? So it was reverse for me than it was for a lot of people. But that's because I was working off a desktop. A lot of folks that are working off tablets or phones or laptops, it's a different story, right?
I work off my phone for the most part.
I'm going to be.
My laptop's sitting back there. It barely runs, but it does still start. That's the laptop I started YouTube on. And well, I tell you what, I pumped a lot of videos out of there. Most of those videos you can't even find anymore because after I cleaned up my channel, I had to erase my. I had to erase a lot of videos because I cleaned up my channel, and there was a lot of bad videos I used to have.
Well, I'm going to be doing both my phone and my GoPro for this weekend. So I don't know
I'm
how.
bringing all my camera gear.
I only have the two. I don't have anything else. My old GoPro died, and then Austin's Corner got me the new one. So it's going to be interesting. But I'm going to put my phone on my tripod, and my GoPro is going to be on my wrist.
Laters, Deb. Have fun cleaning them quails cages.
Oh, I thought she was cleaning quails. I was like, ooh, that sounds delicious. But never mind.
But then hang
Here
on
you
a
go,
second.
Deb. Thank you for coming.
Hey, at least you get free quail eggs.
Listen, Colin, the advice that I can give to you is definitely make all the videos that you can, especially if you got like a wrist cam on your bow.
I was gonna say, since you're an archer and you have two different kinds of cameras, you should have one camera pointing at you and the one camera down by the target, and then you can do all kinds of trick shots and you can show yourself releasing and then the arrows hitting.
There you go. Yeah.
That means he's gonna have to splice videos though.
I'm not very good at splicing.
Colin, just make videos and put them out.
Okay.
People want to see what you do. So do your stuff and make videos of it and show it.
Yeah.
And that will help your channel grow.
It did hurt quite a bit when I moved here because I don't have the space to shoot. Which
I know, but
really
you're getting
sucks.
back into it, bro. You're getting back into it right now. So
Yeah.
use that opportunity. Capitalize on that opportunity every chance that you get.
I will do a lot of my trick shots that I do know how to do.
See, that'll probably actually blow up, especially if you get on Facebook and you join some of those archery groups on Facebook. And then
I'm already on the archery groups on Facebook.
And then you share your trick shot videos, man, you'll blow up in no time.
Yeah. My favorite the thing to do is shoot 3 arrows at a time.
But guess what? You can't share out videos you ain't making.
That's true.
Right? Make your videos, dude. It will help your channel big time. And I want to see you grow.
Yeah. Did you the picture that I've shown here of me shooting 3 arrows at a time was actually taken by a newspaper that was taking doing an article on my range while working at the Renaissance fairs.
All right, Colin. Now, while we got you here and we're talking about that, like it's interesting you bring it up because when I look at your channel, that's the first thing I see, right? And it's a really, really cool shot. You're drawn back full draw, and you got 3 arrows knocked, right? And I'm thinking, holy crap, this is right freaking cool, right? Okay,
Yeah.
So what my question is, like, did you loose those arrows at a target?
Yes.
And if you did, how did they land?
At 20 yards, they hit about that big.
Yeah, anything is dead.
Yeah. But the thing is, I was on the range. There was only one photographer taking pictures of me at the time, so I couldn't get. They got 2 individual pictures, and I don't know what happened to the second picture about the target, me hitting the target. But
that's cool AF, and I don't think that's there's any information out there about that other than what you just shared with me.
I could, I'll show JV this weekend and take
very cool.
So I'll even show JV how to do it.
And folks want to see that type of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
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 To be honest, I mean, I tried the 3 arrow thing just to see if I could do it.
Maybe I'll check out your editing software and I can teach you how to splice videos.
I mostly splice videos on my phone, not my, since I just got the new GoPro, I just don't know how to edit it off of that.
Do you have a laptop?
I'm using it. Yeah, this is what I'm using. Yeah, you'll see that too.
I'll show you how to do it. It's actually, once you do it a couple times, it's pretty easy. Like, people ask me, like in the Amanda video, like, how did you have 2 of you in that video? Standing, like one laying on the ground and one standing next to yourself. Like,
Same way Mallory did hers.
It's like, it's not that hard. It's really not.
Isn't that's pretty much just a splice overlay? You take 2 different shots with one and then just splice it and overlay.
Okay, that just went like this.
The secret of that is you have to have a hard camera and it cannot move. It has to stay stationary.
You know what? Okay, for both Colin and myself, like, I don't know if any of y'all watch any of my videos or not, and I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not here for that. I'm here to to hang out with y'all. Like, these are the places I like to hang out with. Not huge channels where I moderate. Screw all that, because that's all work, right? But like, I make my own videos, but it's a 15-minute clip of what my camera will film until it shuts off. And that's all you get. So when I do a video, I got to plan it out, every single step of it. If I need a prop, I got to have everything in place and do all that crap. I don't do any splicing yet. Colin is the same way. But I mean, yeah, life would be so much simpler if, like, say if I want to smoke some meats and show you all how to do that. Well, guess what? That's 4 2-minute clips. to put together for an 8-minute video on show.
This is my camera gear
to show you all how to smoke pork hocks or whatever. But I haven't gone into splicing yet.
I saw that.
I don't have a lot, but I do got a small tripod.
I think
All right, guys.
we're gonna read that.
And I am going to go to bed. I am
All right.
shot.
Scratch that puppy on the ass.
I'm going to snap him.
There he is. Oh, the love.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, JB.
Later, JV.
I'll be up. I'll be doing another live on Thursday.
I'll be at work on Thursday.
Well, maybe we'll see you then. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Who knows?
But let me know when you're coming my way.
I'll text you on Friday when I'm leaving.
Okay.
Later.
Later.
Peace.
Okay.
That man definitely needed some food.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I put my GoPro.
It's in that pocket over there in the corner.
Well, I've got multiple bags and multiple spots that I put things in.
It's still in that bag in the corner.
It's an expensive item.
Putting my cookies away because they're getting all soggy.
Here's my GoPro.
I got a knockoff GoPro.
But I'm going to put this one on my wrist, and hopefully the picture will come out when I shoot. So,
Yeah, you off tomorrow, Colin?
huh?
You're off tomorrow, or you got to work in the morning?
I've got to work because I've got to cover for a guy who's on vacation.
Oh, fun! What time you got to be in?
6 still, but I could be there at 6. I'll be unloading trucks all day.
Well, you're up way late.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just say thanks, Colin, our gracious host, for hosting this chat. Cliff, always good to see you. Everyone in the chat, I know a whole bunch of y'all, and it's always good to see each and every one of you. Thanks ever so much for chiming in here, having a little bit of fun, and talking about some stuff. So with that, guys and gals, Colin, many prayers that you find your wallet.
I hope I do too.
Worked out, hopefully in an unencumbered manner, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. We'll see you later.
Be well, brother. Thank you for coming.
Calling on Thursday. Stay well and stay fall. Don't forget to hold up your brother and your sister.
Always.
Peace out, John. High five.
Peace out.
Love you. It's getting late anyway.
Have a good one, Sean.
Night all.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have a bigger memory card or not. Nope.
I'm telling you, man, dude, I got those like 126s at Walmart for like $20.
Well, thing is, right now I can't buy anything because my wallet's gone.
Yeah, that's true. And I still got to send that box out. I still got it sitting.
Someday that will be here.
Yeah, I've got to not be lazy, but I also have to have like time off from work. I get like one day off, and I'm usually doing laundry, cleaning, and doing other stuff.
I got 3 adapters for my computer, but only 2 memory cards.
Yeah, these things always come with an adapter. It's like, bro, if I wanted the adapter, I'd buy one. I have like 8 of these things. They're just everywhere.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what I got in here.
I should go check and see if they've got more of these. If they've got a couple more, I might make another package and send you guys some of these.
You got to send me another package anyway.
Yeah, well, when I get that other package, I'll send you a couple of these if I can find some more.
I only got a 32.
Yours is what?
A 32.
Yeah, I had a 64, and I filled that thing up on all the videos that I was doing on my phone.
I got a video on here of the trip up to Yellow River.
Nice.
But it ran out of room.
Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I've barely used any of the memory on my phone on this card yet. I've got like maybe 2 videos on it. I've got one in the works right now. I have it on my phone. I just have to post it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of videos in progress or like in backlog, and then every week I'm just going to post one. So if I don't have a chance to film one, I at least still have something I can throw up there.
Yeah, I also think part of my GoPro is in my wallet too.
Why was your GoPro in your wallet?
No, the
memory
door,
card?
the door where the memory card goes and everything else. It's also the port for the charge cord.
Why would you have the door though in your wallet?
Okay, I'll show you why. Because I had the vehicle adapter one where I plug it up, attach it to my windshield where I could show my trip. But because the trip was so long, the battery would have died before I got up there, so I had to plug it in as I was going down the road. So I took off the door so I can keep it plugged in as I'm going up. And it was in my wallet.
That's an odd spot to stick a door. I would have stuck it either in the cup holder or the glove box.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to misplace it because it was always in my wallet. I knew where it was at. But I wasn't expecting me to lose my wallet. I didn't realize that until just now. But I can still charge it up. It still works. It's just that I can't put it underwater. Don't plan
unless
to.
you got the waterproof case, in which case you're fine. But the waterproof case kind of deteriorates the audio, so...
No, it's the fact is that this one does not fit the waterproof cases that I own.
Oh, you got to buy the new ones then.
And these weren't meant to have cases. But that's neither here nor there. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I got to go through to find out what I'm taking with me this Saturday and all this other fun stuff.
I bet. Tons of fun stuff.
Well, I mean, I've got the monopod set up for the phone.
Yep.
Which I can adapt to my tripod, so that'll work for both of those. So I can put the tripod up with my phone on the range, just let it go, keep my phone plugged in. That way I can do a live or whatever.
Yeah, I've actually got that option now with the with that live setup that I got for my studio here.
Yeah,
I can actually use my tripod now, but I still have to buy an adapter to shrink it from the threading that I have to the standard thread.
Mine, I don't have to worry about that. Mine actually works really well. But this will go on my wrist. The tripod will be for my phone, so I can plug in my phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just need a bigger memory card for this. And if I get my money back, I might buy another one. I just got to be able to buy one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're probably gonna get that wallet's gonna be empty if you get it back.
I really hope
I hope you do get it back, but I can guarantee that's gonna be without money.
Well, probably.
People are degenerate scumbags, and it's not like 30 years ago where if you lost something, they would either call you, mail it to your house, or deliver it personally. People,
Right.
they're like, oh, free wallet, and they just rummage through it, take what they need. And
I was hoping someone would have done that and just deposited the wallet in the trash. There, because there's a couple of trash cans there. If they would have been degenerate enough to do that, take the money, throw it in the wallet in the trash. I looked in the trash, no wallet. So I'm assuming they took the whole thing and went that route. And
or you dropped it somewhere in transit and don't exactly know where.
Well, that's why I was thinking I'm hoping it might be at the
Marina
restaurant. But the restaurant closes way freaking early. They only are open until 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a Wex, breakfast and lunch?
Yep. It's a family restaurant type deal.
Yeah, I know. When you said it closes at 3, the first thing I thought of was, is it a Wex? Because all of ours close at 3 around here too.
And it's a really good place. I mean, I got they're considered big breakfast, which basically is supposed to have pancakes, sausage, egg, there's sausage, bacon, and ham, and all this other stuff. I said, nope, I don't want ham. Do not want sausage. Just swap them for bacon. I had so much bacon.
See, then you'd probably do the big boy breakfast over at Cracker Barrel.
Yep.
Grits and everything.
No grits.
Oh, see, I love the grits. Basically, grits to me is like half cooked malto meal. That's really all it is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to get everything set up for this weekend, and I'm gonna have the living room cleaned up for JB can crash in here with on the futon, so he can have a place.
So you don't have a spare bed that he can just like jam out an air mattress in?
The futon is going to be on the rope bed. But he's going to be off the ground. He's going to be, comfortable. I slept on that futon for years. It's a.
Well, no, because I thought that first floor had 3 rooms. I thought you guys had your own room. Evan had one, and then you still had an extra one for guests.
No, we have a sun porch, but it's not cool out there at all.
Oh God, no! After you got to wait like 4 hours after the sun goes down.
We have the air conditioner in the living room. Then we have the dining room, the kitchen, our bedroom, bathroom, and Ian's room. And it's not Evan, it's Ian.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Evan. Every time that I type in even on my computer, I apologize. Half the time I'm on my phone and it auto-corrects it to even, despite what I type. So I apologize in advance. My phone hates me.
Well, Evan's going to be going back to school soon, so it's going to be kind of hard for him to be on.
He'll be able to. Well, he should still be able to make the evening or the Thursday ones because
for a little while anyway.
Over there, no, he should be out of school by the time it goes live.
But he's got to be up early for the next day, though. So
it's. I mean, Florida time is not that bad,
right?
I mean,
I think he's in Ohio.
So it's only 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, for you, for me, it's only he's only next hour over for me.
Yeah. Bacon is meh.
Hey, bite your tongue.
You've never had bacon flavored bacon, have you?
I've had bacon from Jethro's Bacon and Bacon.
Bacon.
No, that's the name of this place. It's called Jethro's Bacon and Bacon.
I'd probably eat there.
They have an amazing BLT.
Good night, Cecilia. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us.
Cecilia, thank you for coming. I will call it a night at midnight.
So in like 8 minutes.
Oh, he's homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
No, that's right. He did talk about that in numerous times and when he was up here with us.
Okay, Amanda says bacon is meh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why? It
That's
depends on
why
what
she
kind of
never had
bacon
bacon flavored bacon.
She didn't have real bacon.
She didn't have that thick cut bacon.
Iowa bacon.
Yeah, super thick.
We're talking about this thick.
Yeah, like almost sandwich bacon. Yeah,
No.
you can get the thin slice, you can get the thick sliced, and then sometimes you can find the double thick, and that stuff is like, oh God, it is so heaven.
Oh, I wonder what she's going to do if she actually has a really good USA made BLT. I bet.
A and B said, oh, that's because they live in Australia.
Yeah, well, Iowa bacon is, corn-fed bacon.
That's some good lean bacon right there.
Oh, yeah.
Lean bacon. Dude, what the heck are you doing? Stop blinking at me, you spaz.
Okay, I'll blink at you.
No, the lights on my camera.
Hey, it looked like you looked right at me and you're like, what?
It's hard. I've got the camera on this side and I've got the chat over here or on this side.
Your screen is over there. Yeah.
I got to cross. So every time you see me look one direction and the other, it's got to just look at the camera or it's like either stare at the chat.
Well, here's me looking at the camera. No, but we'll figure something out.
Bacon is bacon. You need to have a filet mignon fully wrapped in bacon.
Oh, no. Iowa chop wrapped in bacon.
I could actually, honestly, I could go for a T-bone wrapped in bacon.
Oh, she can't wait to try all the. Oh, if she ever makes it to Iowa, going to the Iowa State Fair, which is going on right now, by the way. The deep fried anything is going on right now, including deep fried butter.
Yep. That's the funny thing with fairs, man. Their biggest gimmicky shit is deep fried anything. Deep fried pickles, deep fried apples, deep fried
ice cream
cones. Yeah,
Yeah.
no deep. I've seen deep fried ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, deep fried chocolate bars.
Yep. And they're not all mushy on the inside too, which is crazy. They get a little warm and soft, but they're not like a puddle.
My favorite one is the deep fried pork chop on a stick.
Oh,
No,
these are
that
getting
is
all
good.
stale now. Ugh.
Or like chicken fried steak on a stick.
Deep fried chicken fried steak on a stick.
Oh, that even sounds good.
Wait. First, you get the deep fry on there. Then you wrap that sucker in bacon. Then you get another layer of deep fry on there, and then you deep fry
Ooh.
that.
That would sell. That would so sell.
Dude, you could probably charge $15 for a small piece, and then I bet you them idiots would buy that like candy.
$20 easy.
And you wouldn't even need a big piece. You'd probably need like
Half of one. Yeah.
Yeah, just cut them into thirds and sell them that way.
Right.
Oh, gallbladder. Yeah, that sucks.
So that would be out for her. So, but she could have. Oh, should you have corn on the cob?
Well, she said she can't eat a lot of deep fried food. Doesn't mean she can't eat any.
Okay. Deep fried ice cream. Fried ice cream is good.
Thinking about that, man, that sounds like you get like a chicken fried steak, wrap that in bacon, lather that sucker with your layer of deep fry, and then stick that whole thing in there. Man, that is actually making me hungry.
What about like a cornflake batter?
Oh God, cornflakes. Oh man, I'd probably eat it regardless. I'd do cornflakes and hot Cheetos, honestly, and I'd probably still eat that thing.
Oh, the thing is, the Iowa State Fair is going on right now, and I didn't even realize it until they said, "Oh, but the fair is going on. You're going to still do your thing?" I go, "Yeah." I think archery and fishing and all that stuff is going to take precedence. Though I do want to stop in and go see the rendezvous encampment, see if I can pick up some more steel strikers.
I was going to say, you were talking about that way before you went on vacation, saying that the Ren Fair was going to be coinciding with the.
That's the Outdoor Expo. That's the different one. That's in September,
Gotcha.
which is right after my birthday. And I'll be doing. I'll see about doing some video of that one. I can't guarantee that one since it's not my event. I'll be a part of it, not doing anything major, because they like keeping things under wraps.
Oh man, Evan, you get one of those old school grandmas from the South that makes biscuits and gravy, and bro, that stuff like sticks to your throat.
Oh,
and
okay.
Ribs and everything.
I've got a new one for you.
Oop.
Biscuits injected with gravy, deep fat fried.
Ooh. You got to wrap it with bacon.
No, bacon's inside it.
I still think you get one of those super thick cuts and just wrap the outside and then stick that in the deep fry roll and then just deep fry that and put it on the stick.
Oh yeah, biscuits and gravy.
It would be hard to inject it though with the actual like sausage gravy because the sausage chunks are thick. You'd need like a turkey baster.
Yeah, and your problem is.
I'm just saying you couldn't eat a turkey baster. It's going to be like.
Actually, if you do it right, you use 2 biscuits. You use 1 biscuit for the top, 1 for the bottom. Smash it together. Put a stick in it, and
there you go. Wrap that sucker in bacon. 2 wraps of bacon.
Exactly, and pin it with the stick.
I would totally eat that. I'm a fat guy, and I like that. I would totally eat that.
Cliff, make it.
I'm gonna have to go buy biscuits. I actually don't. No, I could get sausage for the gravy, but I don't have a deep fryer. That's the problem.
A good peppered gravy mix is actually they have one at Walmart that's really really good.
Oh, I make my own.
I hate to say this, Cliff. I've got 1 minute. I've got to get off here.
Oh yeah. Let's start shutting her down. We can talk about this.
Evan, Amanda, Grace, thank you for coming. Cliff, thank you, brother.
Yep. I would have been on sooner, but I was taking care of the garden, and then I had to take care of something.
I've always said that stuff takes precedence over what we talk about. But we'll get into food talk some other day, especially fair food. Oh man.
Yeah, I can talk fair food for a good minute. I miss some of that stuff, man.
Okay. Bacon wrapped, deep fried turkey legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We can deep fry anything, but it's time. It's time.
Injected with garlic butter.
Maybe, but it's got to be careful on the salt. I don't like it because it's already salty. You don't need a lot of extra salt on there.
No, so you just do like unsalted butter and garlic. You just mix it with garlic, and then you just inject that into the meat and let that soak in while it's deep frying.
Oh
But
yeah.
we need to call it because it's already time, and that guy right there has to get to work in the morning way earlier than I do.
Yep. And I'm stressing about my wallet anyway. But be well. Thank you all for coming. Love you all.
Take care, you guys.
See you guys on Thursday.
Everybody gets the shocker.
What?
And then they get the spocker. This is
Live long
kidding.
and prosper. Nanu, nanu.
Nanu. Take
Night,
care, everyone.
everybody.
Have a good one. Bye, Colin.